Hello NFL fans and welcome to NFL UK Ops Live. We're live here today watching the New England Patriots against the New York Jets. So thank you very much for joining us. So we've got a great AFC East matchup of the 5-4 New England Patriots and the 6-3 New York Jets, which will have major implications on how this division finishes and which teams potentially will make the playoffs come January. So thank you very much again for joining us. If you let us know today if you are watching this game or if you're watching one of the other games in the early games, we're going to be bringing you those scores as they happen as well today. But let us know which game you are watching, who your team is, where you're watching today's game from as well. So before we do get on to talking about today's game, I just want to let you know about a video that we released yesterday where we have a look at who we believe is in the running for the MVP of 2022 this season. So we break down our top 5 candidates. We've put a link to that video in the comments as well, so make sure you do check that one out as well. Let us know if you agree with what we've said or if you think that somebody else should be in the reckoning as well. So let us know. Right, so let's have a look at, before again we will have a look at today's game, let's have a look at the other early games. So in our early slot today, we have the Chicago Bears playing at the Atlanta Falcons. The Eagles travel to the Indianapolis Colts. In our game, we obviously have the New York Jets against the Patriots. The Washington Commanders are away to the Houston Texans. The LA Rams face the New Orleans Saints. The Cleveland Browns at the Buffalo Bills. The Carolina Panthers at the Ravens. And the Detroit Lions at the New York Giants. Later on in the mid-games, we've got the Raiders playing against the Broncos. The Cowboys against the Vikings. The Bengals against the Steelers. And tonight's late game, we have the Kansas City Chiefs against the Chargers, and tomorrow's Monday Night Football, we have 49ers against the Cardinals. So as you can see on our screen there, we've got our predictions and score predictions for this week. So myself and Andy have got off to a great start again on Thursday night. It's one thing that Andy can do right in the predictions this season is get Thursday night right, and he's on an excellent streak at the moment. Unfortunately, Mark is the opposite and is unable to call a game right on Thursday night. But we've got our scores on there for you. Let us know what your score predictions are and what your score predictions are for this game as well. We'll have a look at that shortly. Right, so let's have a look at today's game then. So if we have a look at today's inactives first of all. So the inactives, main news coming from the Patriots is Damien Harris is fit to play, and so is Kyle Duggar, which is good news for them. They will be without their starting punter, Jake Bailey, who's had a poor start really to this season. So they'll have Michael Palladay punting for them today. As for the New York Jets, obviously they'll be without star rookie running back Breece Hall, but not missing too many pieces on their team. So it should be a great matchup. So let's have a look and think about what is going to happen in today's game. Obviously, it's down to the two quarterbacks, really, this one. Can Mac Jones get back to last season's form after having a very shaky start before his injury and not looking so confident since he's been back? And can Zach Wilson make good decisions and protect the ball in this one? It seems that Bill Belichick and this Patriots defense have had Zach Wilson's number And had he not made the mistakes he made in the first matchup, the Jets would likely have won that game. So it'll be interesting to see how the New York Jets coaches look to protect Zach Wilson, look to protect the ball in this game. And can Mac Jones himself step into throws? Both teams coming off a bye week, of course, to hopefully put some things right ahead of this all-important AFC East matchup. So if you let us know, well, what do you think? Do you think Mac Jones is going to come out on top in this one? Can he get back into form? Can he step into his throws and look downfield? He's taken off far too many times this season with his legs, which is certainly not his game. And can Zach Wilson make sensible throws instead of, as he's scrambling, looking downfield to make plays? Can he make the right decision to throw the ball away rather than lofting the ball in the air, which he did on a couple of occasions against the Patriots in that first matchup? So we'll see. Obviously, I think we both predict in this game that today's game's going to be a bit of a defensive matchup, and it's going to be potentially a one-score game. Both teams scoring around 20 points. So it's all about which team can produce enough offense or which defense can produce enough turnovers to come out on top in this one. But it should be a very close, a very good matchup in this one. So if you are joining us as well, if this is the first time you've joined us, we are going to be doing a play-by-play reaction to the New England Patriots against the New York Jets. We will also, of course, be keeping a close eye on all of the early games in the early game window and bringing those scores to you as they happen as well, and our reaction to those. If you are watching today's game, make sure that you do let us know where you're watching today's game from, and also which team it is you're supporting. Are you a Patriots fan, a New York Jets fan? Are you perhaps watching one of the other early games? Let us know in the comments. Keep us up to date with how your team is going as well. So thinking about our score prediction then for today's game. So myself, I've gone with a New England Patriots 24-20 victory over the New York Jets. Andy has gone for a 23-10 victory over the New York for the Patriots over the Jets. And again, Mark has gone for a 2016 victory for the Patriots. So all three of us going for a Patriots win today. Let us know in the comments if you are watching what you predict the score to be and who you think is going to come out on top of this one. Do you agree with us? Do you think it's going to be a Patriots victory at home, which is going to allow the team to leapfrog the New York Jets in the AFC East? Or do you think it's going to be the New York Jets that are finally going to snap that losing streak against the Patriots? If the Patriots were to win today, that will be the 14th win in a row over the New York Jets, which would be a record. So we'll see if the New York Jets can find a way to finally beat this New England Patriots and Bill Belichick team today. And just before we do get started with today's game, just a reminder of our video that we put out yesterday, focusing on the MVP race this season. So we picked out our top 5 candidates for who we believe will be in with a shout of winning MVP at the end of this season. So make sure you check that video out. The link is in the comments. So make sure you do check that out, perhaps at halftime or after the game, and let us know what you think, whether you agree with our top 5 or whether you think that it'll be somebody else that will be winning MVP come the end of the season. And if you do enjoy our content and you do come and join in our streams, make sure that you do click that subscribe button, please. It really helps us out. We're pushing, we have a lofty goal of trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the Super Bowl this season. So if you can, please hit that like and subscribe button for us, and it means a lot to us. So thank you so much. Okay, so we're just in pre-game at the minute. not long till kickoff now between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. So just about 5 minutes until we do kick that game off. So we've got Munzie's joined us as well. So thank you very much for joining us, Munzie. So big up, bro, and a prediction that the Jets might pick this one. Okay, so it would be. They need to do it. They need to finally break that streak that the Patriots are on, and really force themselves up in that AFC East dogfight that is in the AFC East at this moment. The Dolphins, in a strange turn of events, were probably hoping that the Patriots win today to keep the New York Jets back, because, of course, the New York Jets did beat the Miami Dolphins. And so if the Jets were to win today, they would take the top spot potentially in the AFC East because of that. Obviously, the New York Jets also beat the Buffalo Bills in a surprise victory as well. So if they did win today, they've got a great chance of being top of the AFC East. So we'll see, can the New York Jets take that top division spot with that victory over the Patriots today? The Patriots themselves will be hoping that they can win as well and have the opportunity to leapfrog the New York Jets if they do beat them today. And that division will be absolutely wide open, with just a game separating each of the teams potentially in that division. So, of course, before this season started, it was predicted that the division where 4 teams was going to make the playoffs was going to be the AFC West, of course, with the Kansas City Chiefs, LA Chargers, Las Vegas Raiders, and Denver Broncos. However, obviously, we all know what's happened with the Las Vegas Raiders and poor Josh McDaniels. And the Denver Broncos have definitely not been riding with Russell Wilson either. So it's the AFC East that seems to be the division that's got the potential of 4 teams making the playoffs come January. This game has a major weighting in this one and should be an absolute cracker. So it gets close to kickoff, just 2 minutes to kickoff in our game between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets, which seems to have had a slight delay compared to the other games that have kicked off. We do have an early score. Of course, we will bring you the scores as they happen in the other games as well. We do have an early score in the game between the Houston Texans and the Washington Commanders. We have a touchdown for the Commanders, who have taken 6-0 lead at the moment. All the rest of the games currently are still scoreless. So, of course, before we do kick off our game, again, welcome to NFLUKOPS Live. If you've just joined us, let us know if you are watching today's game between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets, or if you are watching one of the other early games in the early window. Let us know which game you're watching, who your team is as well. If you are watching one of the other games, please keep us updated as you see it. Obviously, we're just getting bits of highlights as we're watching the Patriots and Jets game, and to let us know how those games are going. Okay, so we look like they are just about ready to kick off in our game. It's going to be looking like it's the New York Jets that are going to kick to the Patriots first. So the Patriots are going to receive the ball. So the Jets won the toss and have deferred to the second half, so they will get the ball in the second half. So the Patriots will receive the ball first and will be looking to get something going early. They've really struggled to get the ball moving early on the first couple of possessions, going 3 and out regularly over the past couple of games. So they're hoping to get something going nice and early against this Jets team. So the Jets are just lined up, ready to kick off to the Patriots. It's a bit of wind, so the ball's having to be held. And here we go, just ready to kick off. And the kick is up. And the ball lands in the end zone. And so the Patriots will start their possession from their own 25-yard line. So Mac Jones will bring out the Patriots offense, hoping to get something going nice and early in this one. Now, there had been a few discussions over the past week or so about the defensive players being tipped on the plays the Patriots were going to run. So we'll see what the New York Jets come up with early in this one. So we go 1st and 10 from their own 25. It's pass play from Mac Jones. And he's under pressure straight away and he's down. Could not find a player downfield and he's sacked on the first play. He's going to bring up 2nd and long. Not a great start. Not what the Patriots or Mac Jones wanted in this one. Pressure straight up the middle. It looked like he had a bit of time to throw the ball. Couldn't find a receiver. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 17. Not a good start for the Patriots. The 2nd down. And it's a handoff up the middle, which are going to gain only about 3 yards from Damian Harris there. Not a great start for the Patriots. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. We were just talking a moment ago about the fact the Patriots have gone 3 and out on the first possession, or first couple of possessions rather, in the last couple of games as well. They're going to have to convert 3rd and 14 to keep this drive alive. Too far for Stevenson to run. So here we go, 3rd and 14. Empty backfield now. Stevenson goes out wide. Snap back to Jones. Pressure up the middle. Short pass over the middle to Aguilar. Nowhere near making the first down there. It falls about 5 yards short. So the Patriots punt team comes out. And of course, Jake Bailey has gone to IR. So they've now got a new punter today. Michael Palladay is going to be punting for them. So not a great start for the Patriots. But a very good start for the New York Jets, who should get the ball in decent field position. And the punt is up. A decent punt by Michael Palladay. And the New York Jets will start around their own 25-yard line. So a good start for the new punter, but not a great start for the New England Patriots, rather. So the New York Jets about to make their first play on their own 25-yard line. And it's play action pass, bootleg out right. Zach Wilson running to the right. This is where he has made mistakes in the past. He dives forward and gains about 3 yards on the play before being pulled down by Matthew Judon. That's the sort of play that Zach Wilson was making a mistake in it during the first meeting between these two. When scrambling out wide, he still tried to make a play downfield and was intercepted on a couple of occasions, but made the safe and sensible decision there. 2nd and 4 for the New York Jets now from their own 31. And it's a handoff to the left, but the Patriots stuff it straight away. And he just about gets back to the line. So it's going to make 3rd down. So a good stop there for the Patriots. So welcome Mark Hunt as well. 14th time to be a child for the Jets. So I hope not. Yeah, we hope not as well. Not a great start for the Patriots offense. Let us know, Mark, what you think about that start for the Patriots. What's Mac Jones going to what's he got to do to get something going in this game? Let us know. So here we go, 3rd and 4 for the New York Jets. Scrambling out left. He's under pressure and throws the ball away. He's obviously been told, Zach Wilson, do not make silly throws down the field like he did in the first matchup, which produced a couple of turnovers. Excellent defensive stand by the Patriots there. And so it brings out the punting team for the Jets. So good starts for both defenses today. Did predict a defensive battle in this one. Fairly low scoring. Could be a turnover or defensive play that is the difference in this one. So the punt, it's not far from being blocked there. Punt is up, fair catch call for, and the Patriots start from their own 26-yard line. So after both teams have possessed the ball once each, they've both gone 3 and out after good defensive stands from both teams. So Matt Jones will bring the offense back out onto the field. The Patriots to possess the ball on their second possession and hopefully trying to get something going on this one. Matt Jones took the sack on the very first play of the game, losing 7 yards, and the Patriots were not able to convert after that. After a scramble from Zach Wilson, the Patriots managed to stuff the second down run and force a 3 and out from the New York Jets as well. So the Patriots will start from their own 26-yard line on this second possession. So, of course, we'll keep you updated with the scores around the other games that are happening at the moment as well. So we have got some scores in those games. So the Atlanta Falcons have taken the lead against the Chicago Bears, 7-0 in their game, about halfway through the first quarter. The Indianapolis Colts have taken the lead over the Philadelphia Eagles. Can the Indianapolis Colts, led by first-year interim head coach Jeff Saturday, can they pull off the shock against the Philadelphia Eagles, who, of course, had their unbeaten streak broken by the Commanders on Monday night? We have a 7-0 lead for the Washington Commanders over the Houston Texans. Scoreless between the New Orleans Saints and the LA Rams. The Cleveland Browns have a 7-0 lead over the Buffalo Bills as well in that one. Obviously, that game being played in Detroit after all the terrible weather that they've had in New York. Scoreless between the Baltimore Ravens and the Carolina Panthers. And we have a field goal separating the Giants and Lions. It's 3-0 in that game to the Lions.
It's not the one that listens while it's cooking.
Okay, so back to our game. The Patriots are going to be starting their second possession from their own 26-yard line, hoping to get something going. Both teams have had their bye week last week and hoping to make a push for the playoffs this season in a tight AFC East. This game will have major implications. So here we go. Patriots on their second possession, 1st and 10. Snap back to Mac Jones. It's a handoff up the middle to Stevenson for only a 1-yard gain there. Snuffed out again very well by the Jets. This game has started very similar to the first matchup between these two, which was a massive defensive battle. And a couple of costly mistakes by Zach Wilson in that game really turns the tide in the Patriots' favour. So we have 2nd and 9 now for the Patriots. Snap back to Jones, looking for a quick pass out left to Jonnu Smith, who gains about 8 yards on the play. And he'll bring up 3rd and short. This seems to be something that the Patriots are trying to do with Mac Jones, try and get him back in that rhythm again, is making those quick, short passes trying to get players open right off the line of scrimmage through pick plays, quick slants, just trying to get the rhythm back because Mac Jones just hasn't looked the same Mac Jones as last season, hasn't looked comfortable throwing the ball. So we've got 3rd and 2 from their own 34-yard line for the Patriots. See if they can convert. Pressure up the middle. And it's fallen. Oh, it could be a fumble. And the ball's out again. And scooped up. What a crazy play that was. Mac Jones looking just at the sticks. Looked like Tyquan Thornton was hit at the line to gain. Fumbled the ball. Was scooped up by a Jets player. Returned all the way to the 1-yard line. And the ball came out again. It doesn't look like Thornton had the ball there. I think that's going to be an incomplete pass. Maybe it was punched out. It's going to be an interesting call for the referees on this one. They have ruled it as incomplete now. They've called it as incomplete as 4th and 2. The referees did let that play on. But the Jets will be taking a look at this as to whether he did possess the ball. I don't think he had the ball long enough there. It was an excellent defensive play there. But I don't think he possessed the ball. So it'll be 4th and 2 for the Patriots and the punt team's out. Oh, we've got a flag on the play.
Sent it to a double snap it.
It's a false start. It's a false start on the Patriots, which is going to be a 5-yard penalty on the long snapper. So, of course, we've got Michael Palladay punting for the Patriots today. Jake Bailey went to IR. It has to be said, Jake Bailey, for an all-pro punter, has had a poor start to this season. So 4th and 7. The punt is up. And it's fair court on the New York Jets 23-yard line. So that's where the New York Jets will start their second possession. So that's another 3 and out for the Patriots, which could have ended up in a much bigger disaster after the ball was knocked out of Tyquan Thornton's hands, but it was judged that he didn't have possession of the ball before it was, luckily for the Patriots. So the New York Jets will be starting from their own 23-yard line on their second possession, looking to make something happen. So Mark said, if Germany ever gets an NFL team, do you think the defensive coordinator will constantly call for the blitz just for old time's sake? Yeah, that's a good one. It's a good one. And absolutely, I think in terms of Germany getting an NFL team, I think it will definitely happen. I think it's set in stone now. There will be at some point, and I can't put a time scale on this, but at some point there will be an NFL European division. I don't know how exactly that's going to work, which teams are going to be based where, but with the ticket demand there was in Germany and the fan base there, I mean, Tom Brady himself said that was one of the best atmospheres he's ever had playing the game. And obviously Tom Brady's been playing the game a long time and said it was absolutely fantastic. The fan base over in Germany is absolutely amazing. So you can definitely see a franchise in the NFL represented in Germany. You can see at least one obviously represented from the UK. So it'll be interesting to see what plans they've got for elsewhere as well in this in the plans to expand the NFL into Europe. But I can definitely see it happening. So if you have just joined us, make sure you let us know if you are watching today's game, if you're watching this game with us, if you're watching the New York Jets at the New England Patriots, or if you are watching one of the other early games, let us know which game you're watching, which team you support as well. It'll keep us up to date in the game that you are watching as well.
What are you cooking?
So the New York Jets just about start their second possession. The Patriots have possessed it twice and gone 3 and out twice. The New York Jets possessed it once, gone 3 and out. So we'll see what the New York Jets have got planned on this drive in what's been a defensive battle so far. So 1st and 10 from their own 23. It's a handoff right for a very small gain of about a yard there, which will bring up 2nd and 9. Again, this is a carbon copy of the first game so far, where the defenses have been completely on top, snuffing out the run, and the pass plays have just not been there either. So here we go, 2nd and 9 now for the New York Jets. The 2nd and 9. And there is a whistle and a flag. Could be an illegal motion, maybe. Legal shift. Okay, so false start against the Jets. That's going to be 5 yards. So it's on the tackle there. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 14 for the Jets. Not what they need either. Poor start from both offenses.
Again.
So 2nd and 14 now on their own 19-yard line for the Jets. Snap back to Zach Wilson looking to pass. Under pressure, scrambles out to the left. Past the line to game.
Holding.
And makes it very close to a first down, scrambling out to the left. It opened up nicely for Zach Wilson, who used his legs. Very close to a first down.
Holding on
It looked like Wise was going to get to Zach Wilson, but then it opened up. Zach Wilson took off to the left and got very close to the line to gain there. It could just be short. 3rd and 1, just short for the Jets. So 3rd and a very short one to convert for the Jets. And we've got whistles again. So it's just replaying to see whether Zach Wilson did make the line to gain or if he did step out of bounds before he did. I think, in my opinion, I think he's made the first down there. I think he made the first down before he stepped out. I think his foot's still in. So I think that is a first down for the Jets there. So they're just going to review that. I think it's been challenged by the Jets. So just while I step away from that game, let's have a check on the scores in our other early games. A few more scores to keep you updated with. The Chicago Bears have pulled level against the Atlanta Falcons, so that's now tied at 7 each. The Indianapolis Colts still lead 7-0 over the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles, of course, who had their unbeaten streak and being the only team in the NFL that was unbeaten up until their loss on Monday night to the Washington Commanders. It's obviously scoreless in our game. The Washington Commanders themselves are leading 7-0 against the Houston Texans. The LA Rams have a 7-3 lead over the New Orleans Saints in their game. The Cleveland Browns lead 7-3 also against the Buffalo Bills. That game being played in Detroit, of course, due to the severe weather that is in the New York area. It's still scoreless between the Carolina Panthers and Baltimore Ravens. And the New York Giants have just taken the lead over the Detroit Lions and lead 6-3 in their game. So again, just while we're on a break at the moment, if you have just joined us, we did, just to let you know, we did release a video yesterday focusing on the MVP race for this season. We have a breakdown our top 5 NFL MVP candidates. So make sure you check that video out. The link to that video is in the comments, pinned at the top. So please click on that, take a look at that, perhaps at halftime, full time. Let us know if you agree with our choices for our top 5 MVP candidates as well. If you do enjoy our content as well, please make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. We've got a goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers by the end of the Super Bowl this season. So if you can do that for us, it does really help us out. We've just gone over 200 this week. So if you can hit that subscribe button, it really means a lot to us. So thank you very much. So New York did challenge, and they have given the first down to the New York Jets in this one. It did look like Zach Wilson did make the line to gain without stepping out of bounds. So we have our first conversion in this game, having had the Patriots go 3 and out twice, and the New York Jets 3 and out on their first possession. So it's 1st and 10 for the Jets on their own 33-yard line. Snap back to Wilson. It's play action pass, and it's dropped over the middle. Would have been a first down to Denzel Mims. It's a nice play action. Thrown directly over the middle. Perfectly thrown ball by Zach Wilson. And in and out of the hands. That would have been a gain of at least 10, 15 yards there. So it's coming up 2nd and 10. Snap back to Wilson. It's a handoff to the left. Change direction up the middle and gains about 3 yards, which will bring up 3rd and down again for the New York Jets. 3rd and 7. So 3rd and 7 for the New York Jets. On their own 36-yard line. Can they convert for a second time on this drive? Snap back to Wilson looking to pass. Under pressure.
Terrible.
Didn't get enough on the pass. The ball falls incomplete, and that's going to be 4th and 7. It's going to be another punt. The quarterback play in this game leaves a lot to be desired so far. You have to say that really it wasn't a defensive play there from the Patriots. It was just poor quarterback play. A poor drop on 1st down from the receiver for the Jets, but Zach Wilson was unable to make the pass on 3rd down. So the punting team's out. And the punt is up. Marcus Jones collects it, opts to try and return, and gains about a yard before being hit. And means the Patriots will start from their own 20-yard line on their 3rd possession, looking to try and break this streak of 2, 3 and out so far. We do have a flag, though. They are talking to Bill Belichick. So I think there might be an option as whether they want the Jets to either re-kick this or they'll add the penalty on afterwards. Okay, so there was an eligible man downfield, which means that the Patriots had the option to either make the Jets re-kick or take the 5-yard penalty added on. So the Jets are going to re-kick. They are going to retake the punt. The 4th and 12. Patriots be hoping to get a better return on this one. So here we go, 4th and 12. So they're going to try again for the punt. Can Marcus Jones, who's had a couple of good returns so far this season from punts. So snap back for the punter. Oh, and it's nearly blocked. I think it was blocked, but there is a flag. Oh, I think it's going to be running into the punter. If it is, that's going to be a 1st down for the Jets. Let's see what the referees call here. They are talking to Jets head coach Robert Saleh. It looked like it was almost blocked. Was it blocked? Oh, so close to being blocked. I don't think... Oh, come on. The punter looks like he's taking a massive dive there. So it was running into the kicker, even though, it's minimal contact. Great dive by the Jets punter there. So close to being fingertips away from being blocked. And as he dives, McMillan, the Jets punter sort of stumbles backwards. But it's only a 5-yard penalty, so it'd bring up 4th and 7 for the New York Jets, who are going to try and punt for the 3rd time now. There we go. So the punt is back. And the punt's off. Oh, and it hits... I think it hits the Jets player on the helmet and bounces out of bounds.
What does that mean?
And now we've got another flag. Well, at least it keeps Mac Jones and the Patriots offense off for a little bit longer, I suppose. So Marcus Jones called for the fair catch late, and the Jets gunner downfield, it hit the top of his helmet and bounced out of bounds. We have got a flag. I don't know if that's going to be on holding. It could be holding on the Patriots, this one. So we'll see what the flag is. Okay, so there's no foul. So the flag has been picked up. There's no foul. And the Patriots offense should finally be coming back on for their 3rd possession.
Where it went out of bounds? Is that where they started?
Yeah, so they'll start from where the ball went out of bounds. There was no holding on that play, so the Patriots will be starting around their own 15-yard line. So Andy Skieran's punt. Yes, that was the 3rd punt we ended up with there. After an eligible man downfield on the first one. The second one of running into the kicker, which was a bit of a dodgy call in my opinion. I think the Jets punter took a bit of a dive there. And on the 3rd punt, there was a flag, but it was picked up. There was no holding on the play. So the Patriots offense will come back out and look to finally try and get something going, because they've not looked good again. They've not looked good again to start this game. That's 2 3 and outs to start this game for the Patriots, which has been too common over the past few games. Mac Jones hasn't looked comfortable. You'd hope, having had the bye week to try and get things sorted out over this past week, that he'd get into a more comfortable position to start looking downfield and finding his receivers downfield. But he seems to have really reverted back to what he was just before the bye week. The Patriots have gone right back to that, trying to get that quick passing game going on the quick slants or looking for pick plays just to get the ball out of Mac Jones's hand as quick as possible. Because as soon as Mac Jones tries to hold the ball, can't find his open receiver on his first read, he's either puts his head down and gets sacked, or he puts his head down and starts trying to run for the first down, which is not Mac Jones's game at all. So we'll see what they've got planned on this possession. But so far, a heavily defensive game, as we sort of predicted in this one. We'll see, can the Patriots get something going on this next possession? So we go. Patriots on their own 20-yard line to start the possession. The 3rd possession. Snap back to Mac Jones. Quick handoff up the middle. Damien Harris makes a play a miss and gains about 4 yards on the play. Finally, a little bit of a hole for Damien Harris to get through. for a gain of about 4 yards. Will bring up 2nd and 6 for the Patriots. So did in fact gain 5 yards there, so it'll bring up 2nd and 5 for the Patriots from their own 25-yard line. As a handoff again to Damien Harris, who finds a gap up the middle, makes a player miss. Excellent run by Damien Harris, gets almost to midfield there. Found a hole in the offensive line, made a player miss downfield, and gains nearly 20 yards there. You're showing a replay of that. It was good blocking, a good block by tight end Jonnu Smith in there to create the hole. So made a player miss Damien Harris. And a very good gain. Finally, the Patriots have gained a 1st down. We do have an injured Jets player down. Seems to be the longest 1st quarter I think I've ever watched this one. Still 6 minutes to play in this quarter. And we've gone to a game break due to the Jets player's injury. But finally, the Patriots have got something going on the grounds. One decent run by Damien Harris for 4 yards before he gains 20 to 25 yards on that 2nd run. They're hoping to get that running game going, take a bit of pressure off Mac Jones in this pass game. If they can get the run game going, it should hopefully, for the Patriots, open up that play-action pass, which will give Mac Jones more time to throw and find some receivers downfield. So as Andy said himself, the run is the only way Pat's offense can get yards. Yeah, they were stuffed a bit on the first 2 possessions, but seemed to have found something they like on this possession. And hopefully will, as I've just said, hopefully want to keep something going on the ground to take that pressure off Mac and hopefully later in the game open up that play-action pass and get some of his receivers the ball. So just while we're at a game-breaking hours, let's have a check of the scores in our other early games as well. Of course, keeping you up to date with those scores as well. So at the end of the 1st quarter, it's a tied game between the Falcons and the Bears at 7 apiece. The Colts still lead the Eagles 7-0 in the second quarter of that game. What a shock that would be if the interim head coach Jeff Saturday was able to pull off a 2nd straight win against a team that was previously undefeated up until Monday night. Obviously scoreless in our game. The Commanders still hold a 7-0 lead over the Houston Texans at the end of the 1st quarter in that game. The Rams lead 7-3 over the New Orleans Saints at the end of the 1st quarter. The Browns have a 10-3 lead over the Buffalo Bills just into the 2nd quarter in that one. Still no score in the Ravens and Panthers game at the end of the 1st quarter, and the Giants lead 6-3 in their game over the Lions. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Patriots on their own 47-yard line. It's another handoff to Damien Harris up the middle. Behind his offensive line, pushing forward for about a gain of 3 yards. We'll take him up to about the halfway point. It's a 2nd and 7 now. Empty backfield for Matt Jones. Quick throw out left on the screenplay to Jacoby Myers. Makes a player miss and gains the 1st down. Good blocking up front. Again, the Patriots looking to get the ball out of Mac Jones' hand as quick as possible to his receivers. Trying to get him in some sort of groove. Oof. Could have quite easily been a block in the back by a Patriots receiver there. Wasn't called. So it's 1st and 10 from the New York Jets 40-yard line for the Patriots. It's a handoff up the middle again to Damien Harris, who's met straight at the line. It could even be for a 1-yard loss there as well. So it's going to be up second and 11.
Oh, Browns.
Yeah, he's lost at least a yard there. So we've got Corey Baker's joined us, a New York Jets fan here. Was forced to watch this channel because I'm in a different state. JETS, Jets. Well, Corey, can the New York Jets break that streak today? Let us know. Can they break that 13-game losing streak to the Patriots? Let us know. Quick pass by Mac Jones on 2nd and 11. Finds Devontae Parker, who's back from injury in this game. Looked very close to a 1st down. Might just be inches short. So again, a quick slant from Devontae Parker. He looks like he's just about a yard short. So it's going to be up 3rd and 1. Can the Patriots convert on 3rd and 1? Matt Jones, QB sneak. He looks like he's got enough for this one. Should bring up another 1st down for the Patriots. Now inside the Jets' 30-yard line. So thank you very much for joining us, Corey. If you let us know what you thought of the Jets' start to this game. Have you got faith that Zach Wilson can get something going in this game? Or is it going to be another game where he's going to throw the game away and give it to the Patriots? Let us know. It's 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Handoff up the middle to Stevenson. Fights forward for a gain of about 3 yards. I said, let's hope so. You've all owed us for so long. Well, I think it's all on Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson will be the determining factor in this game as to whether the Jets win this or not. So we'll see. So 2nd and 8 for the Patriots. Matt Jones steps back. It's a screen pass out to Ramondre Stevenson, who dives forward and looks like he's got enough for another 1st down. He's right at the line. He's right at the line to gain. He might just be inches short. See what the referee gives here.
I thought he broke the line.
Oh, that's not a good sign for the Patriots. Was that David Andrews? So the centre David Andrews looks like he's hobbled there. Missed a couple of games due to concussion. That is not a good sign. Let's see what happens. Could be a roll. Did he get rolled on? Oh, we can't see. It looks like David Andrews struggling to put weight on his left foot. It's not what you want to see if you're a Patriots fan. Such a key piece of that offensive line. So we've got James Ferentz in a centre now. It's 3rd and 1 again for the Patriots. Matt Jones sneaked for it last time. It's a quick handoff to Jonnu Smith on the jet sweep. And he's dropped the ball randomly. Oh, has he got back on it? He somehow got back on it. He's easily made the 1st down and then under no contact whatsoever has dropped the ball. And somehow a Jets player was there first, somehow didn't dive on it, and Jonnu Smith has got back on it. What a crazy chain of events there. Oh, Jonnu Smith was switching arms, completely drops the ball. Lawson, it wasn't Lawson. The Jets defender got there first, but Jonnu Smith ended up with it.
Flag.
So on 1st down, it's a run by Stevenson for the Patriots, but there is a flag on the play. This could be coming back for holding. What a mess of a game this is so far. I mean, plenty of flags as well. It's a legal formation from the offense. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Patriots.
Whose fault's that?
Let's see. It's just showing the replay of the Jonnu Smith fumble where he just completely drops the ball. He's trying to switch arms with the ball and just dropped it. And a Jets player was there first, had a great chance to dive on it. And somehow Jonnu Smith landed on it just before. So it's bring up 1st and 15 for the Patriots, just inside the red zone. Snap back to Mac Jones. Quick pass over the middle. Jacoby Myers unable to bring it in. Excellent defense again from the Jets. That's going to be 2nd and 15. I was going to say thank you for the shout out. Very much appreciated. No worries at all. Thank you very much for joining in and coming and watching this stream as well. Obviously, keep us updated with your thoughts on how this game is going so far. So 2nd and 15 for the Patriots, just inside the red zone. Quick pass out right to Rhamondre Stevenson. Manages to force a Jets player forward, but only gains about a yard. Again, Mac Jones is just not looking to throw the ball farther than 5 yards downfield. Not good signs. He's just showing David Andrews limping off down in, taken to the locker room. That would be a big miss for the Patriots, not just in this game, but down the stretch as well. So 3rd and 9, it brings up for the Patriots. So 3rd and 9. Snap back to Jones. Scrambles out to the left. Plenty of time to throw. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, he's managed.
It was a bad throw.
Not a great throw. He finds Kendrick Bourne about 5 yards short of the line to gain, who dives forward. And the spot here, it looks like 4th and inches. It's going to be 4th and inches from the Jets' 6-yard line.
Go on.
So we've got a big play coming up here. The play clock and the game clock are right at the same time at about 20 seconds. So he's just short. So the game clock and the play clock are going to expire just about the same time. So that's the end of the first quarter. Well, with we've got an offense that has sort of come to life just at the end of that first quarter, and a massive play in this game coming up. You imagine the Patriots are going to go for this. Points are a premium, really, and a touchdown could be a massive point in this game. So we'll have to wait and see what they decide to do in this one. So back to Corey. I asked Corey about what he thought about Zach Wilson and whether he can sort of get over the Bill Belichick and Patriots defense hoodoo that he seems to have been under since joining the league. Corey has said, personally, I have no faith with Wilson. Our strength is in our running game. As long as we effectively run the ball, let's hope he doesn't turn over the ball. Well, obviously, I think the Jets were surefire to win that first game had Zach Wilson not tried to make those plays and thrown the interceptions. It seems on that first couple of possessions that the Jets have had, when Zach Wilson was flushed out, he didn't make those silly throws downfield. He did scramble and try to get out of bounds rather than looking to make that play downfield. So I think that's something that it will have been said to him in this game by the coaching staff. Look after the ball, because turnover, just one turnover in this game could be the difference in what's sure to be a very close game down the stretch in this one.
Nice. Shout out Jay Dirt.
So we've got Jay Dirt. You were doing a great job. I was listening to CBS, not sure how I switched, but I think you're doing a better job listening while painting a bedroom. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Even if it wasn't planned, thank you so much for joining us. Let us know, are you a Patriots fan, a Jets fan? Let us know which team you are supporting in this one and how you think the game is going so far. A defensive matchup, as we sort of predicted. We sort of predicted a defensive game with a low scoring, perhaps a one-score game. Could be a turnover. It could be a kicker kicking a field goal towards the end. It's going to sort of separate the two teams. So we'll see down the stretch if one team can pull away in this one. But so far it looks an absolute repeat of the first game. So we'll see what the Patriots decide to do on this drive. So here we go, 4th and 1 for the Patriots on the 6-yard line of the Jets. And we've got a timeout coming out after the end of the first quarter. So the Patriots have called a timeout. Bearing in mind, they've just had the end of the quarter time and they've just called a timeout. Are they going to go for it? Are they kicking? It looks like they are going to kick a field goal.
We were just hoping they'd jump then.
So we'll see what it looks like the Patriots are going to kick it on 4th and 1 from the Jets 6-yard line. And they are. So Nick Folk is out. Obviously used to play for the New York Jets. So the Patriots obviously want the points on the board. They'd rather have the points than risk going for it on 4th down. The kick is up, and it's through from Nick Folk, who's been very accurate this season yet again, a key player for the Patriots. And so that gives the Patriots a 3-0 lead in this one. So finally, the Patriots offense have got something going in this game. Managed to drive down the field, an excellent run from Damian Harris to get the drive really started. A couple of quick passes from Mac Jones, which seems to be, again, it seems to be the plan for the Patriots. They're making short, quick passes to try and get Mac Jones in some sort of rhythm and getting the ball in their receiver's hands. But they are unable to really make that downfield pass play. Mac Jones doesn't seem to want to stand in there and look downfield. As soon as his first read isn't there, he seems to be struggling. But the Patriots do take a 3-0 lead off of that Nick Folk field goal.
Jay goes into fantasy football. Okay, got Mike Jones in his team.
So here we go. So the Patriots are just about to kick off back to the Jets, but the wind has blown the ball off the tee, so we're going to have somebody probably hold it. So Nick Folk is on kicking duties. Of course, Jake Bailey on injury reserve now. And the ball's off the tee again.
Just hold it.
So you need a player to hold the ball now. It's just a real mess of a game, this one so far. So here we go. We'll try again. The third time we'll try and kick this one off. So Braxton Berrios back to return the kick. Obviously a former Patriots player himself.
It's cold wind there.
And the kick is up. It's a short kick, returnable by Berrios. And managed to get back to about the Jets' 27-yard line. So that's where the Jets will start with the ball on this possession. Looking to get something going themselves on offense. So we've got Corey. As much as I hate the Patriots making Jets miserable, you seem pretty cool. Thank you for allowing me to join your channel. Now, anytime, honestly, you're always welcome. We'll always look to have live stream of the games on. So please continue to come and join in the streams, and you're always more than welcome. And that goes for obviously everybody else. All NFL fans are welcome on our stream. We want to bring obviously the whole NFL community together, so everybody is welcome to come and talk American football. So thank you very much again, Corey, for joining us. So on 1st and 10 for the New York Jets, Zach Wilson has his pass battered down at the line by Dietrich Wise.
Andrews is questionable with his thigh injury.
So we just said that David Andrews is questionable to return with a thigh injury. It looked like his ankle. the way he was hobbling. We have Zach Wilson, a quick pass out left to his receiver, who managed to gain about 5 yards on that play. He'll bring that up 3rd and 5. So actually 3rd and 4. So he gained 6 yards on the play, 3rd and 4. So that's the first pass completion for Zach Wilson. So he's 1 for 5 so far in this game. That pass complete to Garrett Wilson. So can the Jets convert on 3rd and 4? Well, it looks like Matthew Judon set off a bit early there. That's probably going to be a first down freebie for the New York Jets there. Trying to get a jump on the offensive line. It's encroachment, so that's going to be a first down for the Jets. That's a nice freebie from Matthew Judon and the New England Patriots there. So I think Matthew Judon probably didn't need to do that. I think the way that the running back was going to be blocking, I think he would have had a free shot at Zach Wilson anyway. So it's 1st and 10 for the Jets. It's a handoff up the middle. And he stopped for about a 3-yard gain. So I'll bring up a 2nd and 7 for the New York Jets.
You can smell blood in the water, that's what it was.
So 2nd and 7 for the New York Jets. On their own 41-yard line. Step back to Zach Wilson, looking to pass. Deep ball down the right. New York Jets player went up to catch the ball. Jonathan Jones didn't get his head around on the play, but the referees have not called pass interference. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Wilson tried to make his way, jumping for it was. If the pass had been better from Zach Wilson, if he'd been more lofted up in the air, closer to Garrett Wilson, they'd had a chance. But again, you've got to say a bit of a poor pass. It might be the wind that's playing a part in this game. Maybe that's why Mac Jones isn't throwing the ball downfield and making those quick passes instead. So it's 3rd and 7 for the Jets. Empty backfield for Zach Wilson, looking to pass. It's a lofted ball up in the air again. And he somehow completed it down the left, located very well by the Jets receiver.
First decent pass I've seen in the game.
Lofted high up into the air down the left sideline and well located by Mims. Did better than Jack Jones in coming back for the ball, and a good catch. That's going to be a first down and puts the Jets in good position. To score some points on this drive. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the New York Jets. On the Patriots 25-yard line, it's a handoff up the middle. And he's met directly at the line again for no gain. Seen pretty good run defense from the Patriots so far. So it's a short, tiny bit of a game there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9 from the Patriots 24-yard line for the New York Jets, looking to try and get some points on the board. So it's an empty backfield for Zach Wilson on 2nd and 9. Just audible on the play. Snap back to Zach Wilson. He's under pressure. Managed to scramble out of it to the left. Tucks the ball and runs out of bounds for about a 7-yard gain. Maybe Zach Wilson's learning. As soon as he got out of the pocket, he took the ball and ran out of bounds rather than looking downfield to try and loft the pass up, which was his mistake during the first matchup between these two teams. He's protected the ball. You've got to say he's protecting the ball well so far in this one, which is a good sign for the Jets fans. So 3rd and 3 now for the Jets. Can they convert to keep this drive alive? On the Patriots 18. And it's a handoff up the middle, delayed handoff. The Patriots snuff it out straight away for a 2-yard loss. And that's going to bring up 4th down and likely a field goal attempt.
That's Brian, I think.
Can't be. So there's a delayed handoff, ran into his own player, and then the Patriots were there to bring him down. Dietrich Wise first, backed up by Bryant and Bentley. So it's 4th and 6. It's going to be a field goal attempt for the New York Jets. Greg Zuerlein. Greg the leg. 40-yard attempt from the left hash mark.
Windy.
Bad snap. And it skews back inside. Is that a flag? Looks like there's a flag on the play. Oh, it's against the Jets. That's not good for the Jets. That's going to push them 5 yards further back in windy conditions. The ball started going left and swerved back inside the post. Wasn't a good snap and hold. So it's going to be a 45-yard kick now for Greg Zuerlein. Not an easy one from the left hash mark.
Really windy.
Very windy. He obviously took that into account as he kicked it because the ball looked like it was going left of the post and skewed back inside. So here we go. The kick is up. And the same excellent kick, you've got to say.
That was a good kick.
Perfectly kicked by Greg Zuerlein there. Took into account the wind and it skewed back and it almost went dead centre down the post. Excellent kick by Greg Zuerlein, and that ties us up in this game at 3 each. Of course, the big play came from Zach Wilson to Mims on the deep throw down the left. That ties us up in this, which has been pretty much a defensive battle, what we expected from this game so far. So, JD, I'm a fan of my fantasy football team. Neither these teams are doing anything this year. Likely not, but you've got to say that probably one of these two teams, at least one of these two teams, have got a great shot at making the playoffs. This matchup, obviously, in today's game, could have major implications in that. It all comes down to, obviously, the division matchups that are still to be had. You know, obviously, the Jets have beaten the Bills and they've beaten the Dolphins. The Patriots obviously beaten the Jets. So, and then the Dolphins have beaten the Bills. So it's those divisional matchups are going to be key, you know, down the stretch as to who does make the playoffs. Obviously, a very tight division, the AFC East this season. So as Corey said, Bill Belichick have a knack of making our QBs look like they belong on a JV team. Yeah, I mean, obviously, previous quarterbacks, Sam Darnold, who was obviously seeing ghosts, as he most famously said. But Zach Wilson has started off okay in this one. At least he's looking to protect the ball. He's not making those silly downfield passes. I mean, Bill Belichick has made young quarterbacks life's a misery, you'd have to say, except for, it has to be noted, Tua, who does have an undefeated streak at the moment against Bill Belichick and the Patriots in his short career so far. So it'll be interesting to see when those two play again if the Patriots are able to snap that one. As Corey said, the Pats are in good hands with Nick Folk. Yeah, absolutely. Been absolutely clutch over the past couple of years. Had a huge streak of kicks from under 50 yards, which was snapped earlier this season, but it was over 50 odd kicks in a row that he'd made. But within the 50, he very, very rarely lets the Patriots down. Not got a massive leg, so that's where they did lose a couple of games last year where a couple of kicks were missed from outside the 50. But from within 50, he's pretty surefire to put it through the uprights. So you'll be happy that Greg Zuerlein, who is also a good kicker, it has to be said, played that one perfectly through the uprights to tie the game. So the ball's off. It was a very short kick. It's landed in Jonnu Smith's hands on the 20-yard line, who returns the ball for about 10 yards. So that's where the Patriots will start their next possession. So the Patriots started from their own 30-yard line. Quick pass out right to Jonnu Smith from Mac Jones. Gains about 3 yards again. It's obviously the game plan in this one, but sooner or later, Mac Jones is going to have to try and throw one further downfield because the Jets are going to sneak up and sneak up. It's going to be very hard to make those short completions. Pretty sure that Mac Jones hasn't thrown a ball farther than 5 yards so far in this one. So 2nd and 6 for the Patriots. It's play action pass from Mac Jones. Still standing in, throwing down the left, launched up in the air. And it's just slightly too high for Nelson Aguilar. Down the left sideline. But at least he did try and throw the ball downfield. He had all the time in the world in the pocket. But really good coverage by the Jets. Sauce Gardner around there. And to be fair, there was 3 players around Nelson Aguilar. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Patriots, looking to convert. They're on their own 34-yard line. Motion from Myers to the left. Steps in Mac Jones and finds Jakobi Meyers over the middle. And that's a first down for the Patriots, up around halfway. Mac Jones finally has completed the pass over 5 yards. Mr. Dependable Jakobi Meyers taking up, of course, that Julian Edelman role in this Patriots offense. So I'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Patriots. And it's a play action pass again from Mac Jones, and he lofts the pass over to the right to Jonnu Smith, wide open. And that's a 20-yard gain for Jonnu Smith. The Patriots have got the ball rolling. I think the Jets bit a little bit on that play action, expecting a first down run. Jonnu Smith out of the backfield, flanked out to the right, and he got left absolutely wide open. Is able to take it down the right sideline for about a 20-yard gain. So the Patriots just outside the red zone now. So the Patriots have taken a timeout. Again, in this one, just under 7.5 minutes left in the first half. And the Patriots have got the ball driving again. We've finally seen some offense from both teams after a bit of slow starting from both. So we've got a yo from Ron Duffney. Hi, Ron. If you let us know, are you watching this game? Are you watching one of the other games? You're a Patriots fan, Jets fan, another team's fan? Let us know in the comments as well. Thank you very much for joining us. So just while we have got a game break, of course, keep you updated with the other scores in the early games as well. Obviously, as we start to move towards the second half of this season, the results start to have big implications on the playoffs. So the Chicago Bears have a 17-7 lead now over the Falcons. So scored 17 unanswered points in that one. The Colts still lead 7-3 over the Philadelphia Eagles. What a shock victory that would be if the Colts were able to pull that one off. Just a minute left in the first half in that one, and the Colts lead 7-3 over the Eagles. In our game, of course, we're tied at 3 each from a Nick Folk field goal matched by a Greg Zuerlein field goal. The Washington Commanders are shutting out the Houston Texans so far and have a 17-0 lead in their game. The New Orleans Saints have come back to take the lead over the LA Rams, so the Saints lead 10-7 in their game. The Cleveland Browns are still holding on to their lead. They lead 10-6 over the Buffalo Bills. Of course, that game being played in Detroit due to the severe weather conditions in the New York area. And the Ravens and Panthers is still tied at 0-0 in that one, with only 25 seconds left in the first half. Be interested to see if anybody is watching that game. Let us know how that game's going. And the Lions have taken the lead over the New York Giants, so the Lions lead 10-6 over the New York Giants in their game. So in our game, back to our game, 3-3 between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Finally, both offenses have come a bit to life in this one. The Patriots managed to drive down the field on their previous possession before opting to kick a field goal from the 6-yard line on 4th and 1 from the 6-yard line. And that was then matched by the New York Jets, who drove down the field and kicked a field goal through Greg Zuerlein. So we have a 3-3 scoreline. So first attempt for the Patriots is a handoff right to Ramondre Stevenson for a 2-yard gain. So that'll bring up 2nd and 8 from the New York Jets 25-yard line for the Patriots. So 2nd and 8 for the Patriots. Matt Jones in the shotgun. Snap back to Jones looking to pass. Under pressure, and he's dragged down by his legs for the sack by Williams. Just as Matt Jones looking to stand in there and step to his left, he gets grabbed by the legs and pulled down for a big sack for the New York Jets. Just what this Jets defense needed. That's the thing about Matt Jones. He just doesn't have that same athleticism as some of the quarterbacks would have been able to potentially shake that sack off. So it's 3rd and 16 now for the Patriots. Snap back to Matt Jones looking to pass. It's a short pass from Ramondre Stevenson with a hell of a lot to do. Makes a player miss. Managed to fight forward. He's somehow broken through 5 tackles and got the first down. It's got to be said that's all Ramondre Stevenson. A short pass by Matt Jones of about 2 yards had all the Jets defenders faced in front of him, managed to break through 1 tackle and then 3 tackles at the same time and force a first down from 3rd and 16. Excellent play by Ramondre Stevenson. Poor tackling from the New York Jets. So it's 1st and 10 for the Patriots on the 15-yard line of the Jets. It's a handoff to Stevenson up the middle. And it's a gain of about 3 yards.
He must be knackered. Easily,
Patriots player of the season on offense so far is Ramondre Stevenson. Carried the ball a lot through injuries to other running backs. Has made monster plays like that. So here we go. 2nd and 7 for the Patriots from the 13-yard line of the Jets. And it's a handoff to Stevenson again. Bounces out right. Can he break the tackle? He gets dragged down for a gain of about 5 yards. So he's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Did well to fight forward. Just showing that Ramondre Stevenson's nearly got 850 total yards this season already. 618 rushing yards, 227 receiving yards. Has been a massive part of this Patriots offense. So 3rd and 2 for the Patriots. Can they convert? Snap back to Mac Jones. Under pressure, he scrambles out to the right. Dives forward, sort of, in a weird sort of knee bundle. I don't think he made it, and there is a flag, and it is against the Patriots. It's going to come back anyway. It looked like Mac Jones was going to get sacked somehow, pump faked, scrambled out to the right. Sort of did what can only be described as sort of like a knee bomb thing forward. Looked like he was going to be short. But it's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Patriots now. So I think Mac Jones is still has that mental thing in his head about the injury he's had this season and the way that he dived forward on his knees there. So 3rd and 12 for the Patriots. Snap back to Jones. Under a lot of pressure up the middle. It's that same thing with Mac Jones. As soon as he doesn't see his first read there, his eyes leave downfield and he's looking at the New York Jets defensive line who brings him down for a sack. As soon as his first read doesn't seem to be there, he just doesn't have the confidence to stand in and find his second read. So really, I think if he'd have stood in and looked at Jacoby Myers coming across the middle of the field there, I think he had Jacoby Myers open. So Nick Folk out for a 44-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up. And it's no good.
Short.
It's no good from Nick Folk.
It's short.
44-yard field goal. I don't know if it was short or did it hit the bar. So that sack on Mac Jones there pushed the field goal attempt further back, and now the Patriots have come out of that, what was a good offensive drive, without any points. Good stop for the New York Jets. So as Corey said, honestly, the AFC East has to be one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL. The Bills, Dolphins, Pats, and Jets have a good chance to make the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, at this moment, before the games kicked off today, all 4 teams were in the, if the season had ended at that point, were all in playoff positions. So we'll have to see further down the stretch whether that does continue. I think it's hard because of the matchups that they've got to play to see all 4 teams making it in. I think it really does come down to those divisional matchups that they've still got to play. The Patriots have still got to play the Bills twice this season and have got the Dolphins as well. So I think it comes down to those sort of matchups of who wins as to who then gets through to, obviously, to the playoffs in this division. It's hard to see all 4 teams getting through. Looking at teams from other divisions, you know, you expect potentially the LA Chargers to come out of their division as well. So we'll have to wait and see. But I think 3 teams get out of the AFC East, but not all 4. We'll have to wait and see. So a good shout out for Williams is a beast there. Yeah, I think it's part of the Jets defensive line putting pressure on Jones, but I think Jones just doesn't look comfortable standing in and throwing the ball. I think it's still mentally in his head about the injury that he had earlier in the season. As soon as his first read isn't there, his eyes go from being downfield to looking at the defenders on rushing, and then he either takes off or he takes a sack. One of the two. So, you know, the jury's still out as to whether Mac Jones should be the quarterback, the starting quarterback for the Patriots, you know, moving for the rest of the season, never mind beyond this season. We'll just have to wait and see.
Jeez, why is he sat outside? It's freezing.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Jets on their own 34-yard line. It's a handoff up the middle and a gain of about 3 yards for Robinson. Robinson obviously acquired from the Jacksonville Jaguars this season in a trade. So that'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Jets. Just over 2 minutes left in this half. And it's a toss left. Good blocking up front, but the Patriots burst through. And good defensive play by the Patriots on that one. Forces a 1-yard loss. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So 3-3 in our game. A Nick Folk field goal matched by a Greg Zuerlein field goal. And Nick Folk miss on the last Patriots possession leaves it a 3-3 tied game. So sort of jinxed Nick Folk earlier when I say he doesn't miss within 50. And there you go, 44-yard field goal missed. Has to be said that was down to Mac Jones taking 2 sacks on that possession and forcing a much harder field goal attempt. But can the Jets get something going on this drive to score more points before halftime? The Jets do get the ball in the second half. They did win the toss and decided to defer in the first half. So they will get the ball to start the second half. So can they get some points before this half ends? So as our game is sort of coming to the end of the half, let's have a look at the halftime scores in some of our other games. So in the other games, in the early kickoffs, the Falcons have cut the Bears' lead now to just 3 points. So it's the Bears 17, the Atlanta Falcons 14. The Colts have extended their lead slightly, so they lead 10-3 at halftime over the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, the Indianapolis Colts, now led by interim head coach, first-year NFL head coach, Jeff Saturday, against the team, the Philadelphia Eagles, who were undefeated until their loss to the Commanders on Monday night. 3-3 in our game. The Commanders still shutting out the Texans and lead 20-0 in their game at halftime. The Rams have come back and lead 14-10 over the New Orleans Saints at halftime. The Bills have come back and just scored a touchdown through Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and lead 13-10 against the Cleveland Browns. The Ravens have just put a field goal on the board, so they lead 3-0 against the Panthers. And the Lions have extended their lead to 17-6 over the New York Giants, which would be a bit of an upset there as well. So 3rd and 8 for the Jets on their own 31-yard line. Snap back to Wilson. And a good pass out right. Caught by Moore. And that's going to take them up to about halfway. So the Jets have got a chance to score some points before halftime. So 1st and 10 for the Jets, up around halfway. Zach Wilson looking to pass. He's scrambling out to the right. This is where mistakes usually happen. But he's able to find a receiver on the sideline. It's Elijah Moore again for a 5-yard gain. So I had flashbacks to Zach Wilson doing that in the first matchup and throwing 2 interceptions doing that. Scrambled out to his left, but was able to find a receiver right on the sideline. Good catch by Elijah Moore. Keeping his toes in just about. So 2nd and 6 now for the Jets, just inside Patriots territory. It's a run to the left, finds a bit of a hole before being taken down about 2 yards short of the line to gain. It'll be up 3rd down. So it's be interesting. Still about 1.5 minutes left in this quarter. Patriots only have 1 timeout. The Jets have all 3. So 3rd and 2 for the Jets. Can they keep this drive going, trying to score points before halftime? Zach Wilson in the shotgun. Snap back to Wilson. Pressure up the middle. Lofts the ball high. It's an into. Oh my goodness me. He has just thrown the ball straight to Devin McCourty, and no Jets wide receiver in sight has thrown the ball straight to Devin McCourty, and McCourty has dropped the ball in what was probably one of the easiest interceptions that he will ever have in his life.
He was already running towards the end zone in his head, wasn't he?
McCourty, of course, who picked off Zach Wilson twice in that first matchup through passes very similar to that one, and almost the same again. Wow, what a let-off for the Jets, but they do decide to punt. And the ball lands dead at about the 15-yard line of the Patriots. 45 seconds left in this half. The Patriots have 1 timeout. Well, that would have been interesting. Had McCourty pulled that in, it'd be interesting to see how far back he could have returned that, and would that have given the Patriots more of an opportunity to score points before the half. But what a let Zach Wilson. I've said in this game so far, Zach Wilson protects the ball very well. Well, that ball really sailed high and it went straight to Devin McCourty with nobody around him and somehow wobbled out of his hands. So how aggressive will the Patriots be with 1 timeout, 45 seconds? Are they going to push? The Jets do have all 3 timeouts, so they could force a quick 3 and out to get the ball back before halftime. And it's a handoff up the middle to Stevenson. And he gains about 3 yards on that play. Do the Jets use a timeout? I think they have. Yes, they have. So the Jets have stopped the clock with 40 seconds left in this half. The Patriots looking for a first down to end it and go into halftime, likely a tied game, 3 apiece. So here we go. 2nd and 7 for the Patriots now on their own. What's that? 17-yard line. Mac Jones looking for a quick pass, lofts the ball up in the air. Great catch by Stevenson again. Had a lot of work to do down the left, but only gains 2 yards. It was a predetermined pass by Mac Jones there. Never looked anywhere else. Lofted the ball up in the air to Stevenson, coming out of the backfield, but was only able to gain 2 yards, and the Jets have taken their 2nd timeout, looking to see if they can get the ball back or potentially block a punt.
Buffalo a wild card. How mad is that?
So 3rd and 4 for the Patriots. 34 seconds left. Can the Patriots convert to bring this half to a close? Or will the Jets get a stop? Looks like pressure from the Jets. No. It's a handoff to Stevenson. They've gone very safe, who is met directly at the line for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Jets have taken their final timeout with an opportunity to potentially block a punt or get a decent return and get points. A very safe call, you've got to say, by the Patriots again there, not trusting Mac Jones to throw the ball.
You need to get rid of Mac Jones.
So here comes Michael Palladay's been fairly busy in punting duties, obviously stepping in for the injured Jake Bailey. So 29 seconds on the clock. Michael Palladay punting from his own 5-yard line. And the punt is up. Returnable for Berrios. Managed to gain about 7 or 8 yards on the return.
Got out of bounds as well.
So that's going to leave about 19 seconds left on the clock. A decent punt by Palladay, took some time off the clock as well. So we know Greg Zuerlein has got a decent leg on him, Greg the leg. But it is very windy. So it's 1st and 10 for the New York Jets from their own 42-yard line. Got to say they probably need about 20 yards realistically. There's no timeouts. Snap back to Zach Wilson. Under pressure, scrambles out to left. It's a short pass. He's not going to be able to get out of bounds from there. Gets back to the 50. Can the Jets get up to spike the ball? Are they making an attempt to? I don't think they are. And that's going to run out the clock. The Jets sideline seemed fairly content to let the clock run out there. And that's going to take us to halftime with a 3-3 scoreline.
Make sure you come back in the second half.
So if we've reached halftime in our game, the New England Patriots 3, New York Jets 3. So we've only really had a Nick Folk field goal and a Greg Zuerlein field goal. A very defensive start to the game in the first quarter with not much offense. The second quarter brought about some points with the Nick Folk field goal for the Patriots, matched on the next drive for the Jets by a Greg Zuerlein field goal. Nick Folk missed a 44-yard field goal for the Patriots on their next possession. And then the New York Jets were let off by a Zach Wilson almost threw an interception directly to Devin McCourty, which brought flashbacks of the first matchup between these two where Devin McCourty picked off Zach Wilson twice in that game. But Devin McCourty, wide open, was unable to pull in the catch. That brought about a punt for the Jets, and we have a tied game at halftime at 3 each. Okay, so just as we're going into halftime, we're going to have a short break here just to, just while we have got the short break, I've got an NFL quiz for you. So if you'd like to have a go at that, 7 questions with the answers. So please, by all means, have a go at that. Make sure you join us. I'll be back in about 5 minutes' time. Make sure you join us back then for the second half of this game, which is a fascinating defensive matchup. Hello, and I'm back. So thank you very much for sticking with us during half-time there. So just give you, obviously, an update of what's happened in that first half. So a 3-3 scoreline, heavily a defensive game so far. Both quarterbacks have struggled to pass the ball. Mac Jones hasn't really wanted to stand in there and throw the ball farther than 5 yards. Zach Wilson, who had protected the ball pretty well in the game, almost lofted up an interception to Devin McCourty, who was unable in the end to come down with it. So we have a Nick Folk field goal matched by a Greg Zuerlein field goal in this one, which is the 3-3 scoreline. Nick Folk did miss a 44-yard field goal as well. So we do end up with the tied scoreline at halftime. So just to give you updates as well on the other games in the early kickoffs, as we do keep an eye on those as we move into the second half this season. So the Falcons and Bears is 17 apiece. So the Falcons have come back in that one. The Colts lead 13-3 now against the Eagles. The Colts still hold on to that lead over the Eagles. The Texans are unable to get on the board. They're losing 20-0 against the Commanders. The Saints have a 17-14 lead over the Rams. The Bills have a 13-10 lead over the Browns. The Ravens lead 3-0 against the Panthers. And the Lions lead 17-6 against the Giants. So as we come out into the second half, the Patriots kick off to the New York Jets. So the Jets have returned the ball up to the 35-yard line and start there on their 1st and 10. Snap back to Zach Wilson. And it's a sail pass out left. A wide open Braxton Berrios. I sees the ball fly over his head from Zach Wilson. Oh, well. We have seen some poor quarterback play in this game so far. I think that Corey's got this game absolutely spot on. It's going to be the battle of the field goal kickers. I think he's absolutely right. We might not have a touchdown this game unless it's a turnover. This could be quite easily both teams scoring under 10 points if we carry on like this. Who's got the best leg? Well, the Jets have got Greg the leg, so we'll have to wait and see. On 2nd down, the Jets run up the middle for about a yard. And that's going to be up 3rd and long to start this. Are we going to start this half like the first half in the game with the first couple of possessions going 3 and out for both teams? So here we go. We've got 3rd and 8 for the Jets. Can they convert? On their own 36-yard line, 3rd and 8 for the Jets. Empty backfield for Zach Wilson. Time to throw. Pressure now. Scrambling around in the middle. And he's brought down. He seemed to have time to throw, and then the pocket closed in around him. And then he did a typical Mac Jones sort of move and ducked his head. Wasn't looking downfield and took the sack. I think it was Wilson. I think it was Matt Wilson that got him in the end. So just showing a replay now. Judon almost got up through the middle, made Zach Wilson move. And I think Matt Wilson will get the credit with the sack there. So it's going to be a punt for the Jets. So a 3 and out for them to start the second half. And the punt is up. It looks like it's returnable. And he's going to return it. Mac Jones. It's not Mac Jones.
Not Mac Jones.
Marcus Jones. Too many Joneses. There's too many Joneses on this team. There are 4. There's 4 Joneses. Yeah, so it's Marcus Jones returned the ball up to around the Patriots 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start their next possession. But just as the Patriots went 3 and out on their first possession to start the game, the Jets have started this half with a 3 and out for themselves. So Corey asked, do you think the absence of Josh McDaniels has stunted Mac Jones' development? Yes. Yes. There's big questions being asked about, as you'll know, about who was actually calling the plays, who's the offensive coordinator, who's actually scripting the plays. Bill Belichick has said that he's got a big hand himself in the play calling and the offensive side of the ball. But bringing Matt Patricia back after he did so well as a defensive coordinator and then put him on offense was a very strange move. Didn't do a fantastic job as the Detroit Lions head coach, so a very strange move. Obviously bringing back Joe Judge as well, who didn't have a successful head coaching gig at the New York Giants either. He was formerly the special teams coach. So it does seem to have caused a problem with Mac Jones. Didn't seem to know during preseason whether he was coming or going. And it's been a constant theme throughout, up until actually the fact that when Bailey Zappi came in and the offense seemed to start moving, the passes were going further downfield. Bailey Zappi was stepping into passes, finding receivers, and the offense was flowing. Mac Jones comes back and they decide to put him in for the Bears game. We all know how that went. Mac Jones, 2 3 and outs and then an interception. They put Bailey Zappi in and then the offense starts moving again. They did obviously end up losing the game. But then they decided to go back to Mac Jones again. And since that point, Mac Jones I think part is he's not happy with the scheme. Part is to do with the injury. He's just seeming like he's really favouring his leg and not stepping into throws. As soon as his first read isn't there, he's not making the passes downfield. So we'll have to see. It's 1st and 10 for the Patriots on their own 28-yard line. Mac Jones, quick pass out left to Tyquan Thornton, the rookie. That'll be a gain of 5 on that play. So, 2nd and 5. Second and 5 for the Patriots. It's a handoff up the middle. Oh, it bounces out by Damien Harris, who's off on the run. A big game for the Patriots into the Jets territory. He looked like he was going to be stuffed up the middle, but managed to bounce it out to the right and find open space. And an excellent run by Damien Harris. So just showing a replay again on that one. Looked like he's going to be stuffed up the middle. Managed to bounce out to the right. Broke the contain. And managed to take it all the way up to about the New York Jets 37-yard line. It's a first down for the Patriots. It's play action pass by Mac Jones. Finds Damien Harris out of the backfield. And that's another first down gain. All of a sudden, Damien Harris has brought life to this Patriots offense. Just outside the New York Jets red zone now. So just at first, it's going to be a 1st and 10 now for the Patriots. On the 22-yard line of the New York Jets. Snap back to Jones. He's looking to pass. Under pressure, and he's dragged down. Dragged down for about a 7-yard loss on that play.
Sack Jones.
Sacked by Clemens. Could have been sacked by 1 or 2 players there, Mac Jones. Both tackles got done there. Not really Mac Jones' fault on that one. The 2nd and 17 now for the Patriots. on the Jets' 30-yard line. It's a handoff up the middle to Stevenson with absolutely nowhere to go. Loss of 2 yards, but there is a flag. I think it might be holding on the Patriots as well.
Jeez.
It is a holding on the penalty on the Patriots. It's going to be another 10-yard penalty.
27.
So that's going to be 2nd and 27 for the Patriots now.
Nick Folk, where are you? You should just bring Nick out now before we get moving.
Way too far. Back. So 2nd and 27 for the Patriots. Mac Jones takes a snap. Short pass out right. That's not even gone past the line of scrimmage. Ramondre Stevenson makes a little bit out of it and gains about 6 yards. You feel like the Patriots here trying to play it safe and get back into field goal range for Nick Folk. Matt Jones didn't even look downfield there. Quick pass out right behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to make up 3rd and 22 for the Patriots now. From the Jets' 35-yard line, it's going to be a long kick from here, so the Patriots do need to gain some yards. Really want to be gaining at least 5 to 10 yards on this play. Pass by Mac Jones. Fired into Devontae Parker. Good catch on the slant. And that does gain about 10 yards. It will bring up 4th down, but it does make it a more manageable kick for Nick Folk. Good catch by Devontae Parker down to the Jets' 25-yard line. So here we go. Nick Folk missed a 44-yard field goal earlier. This is a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash mark. Windy conditions. And he's missed it wide left. Nick Folk, Mr. Dependable. I think I cursed him earlier by saying doesn't miss within 50.
This wind is
so earlier in the game, there was a kick from Greg Zuerlein who kicked left and the wind swerved it back in. This one just carried on going from Nick Folk and went past the left upright. And the game stays a 3-3 scoreline. So the New York Jets will get the ball back on their second possession this half with a score 3 each in this one. Nick Folk has now missed 2 field goals. Nick Folk, who's usually Mr. Dependable from inside the 50, has missed a 44 and a 43-yard field goal. And Mark said, this is the kind of game that will make me take up leaf peeping or bird watching. Anything but this comedy of errors. Absolutely spot on. It's an absolute mess of a game, this one. The quarterback play from both teams leaves a lot to be desired. The defense are playing fairly well. And obviously now Nick Folk has found that he can't kick. So it's going to be a very low-scoring game, this one. Probably a one-score game that could and probably will be decided by a turnover, you imagine. It's which offense can do just enough to get their team the win in this one. But you can easily see this game being decided by a fumble or an interception. So while we're just on the change of possession break, just give you an update on the scores in our other early games. Some interesting scores out there. So we have the Bears tied 17 each with the Falcons. The Colts have a 13-3 lead over the Philadelphia Eagles with just over 4 minutes left in the third quarter. So Jeff Saturday stepping in as interim head coach after the firing of Frank Reich, won his first game in charge and now has the opportunity to beat the Philadelphia Eagles, who were previously undefeated up until Monday and their loss against the Commanders. They lead 13-3 in that one. The Texans are on the board, but still trail 20-3 to the Commanders. The Saints have pulled out in front and lead 24-14 over the LA Rams now. The Bills lead 16-10 still in their game over the Browns. The Panthers have tied the game to 3 apiece against the Ravens, and the Lions lead 24-6 against the Giants. So on first down for the Jets, it's a run up the middle for about a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 2nd and 8 for the New York Jets. So 2nd and 8 for the Patriots. For the New York Jets, sorry. On their own 35-yard line for the Jets. It's a handoff to the right for Garrett Wilson, who doesn't make his way back to the line of scrimmage. Well snuffed out there by the Patriots defense. And it's going to make up another 3rd down. Seem to have been in 3rd down a lot in this game, both teams. 3rd and long as well, 3rd and 9. This is usually Zach Wilson mistake time, but we'll have to wait and see. So 3rd and 9 for the New York Jets. Empty backfield from their own 35-yard line. Snap back to Wilson. Pressure up the middle. Launch downfield. Underthrown ball, which was probably a good job because that would probably have found his way into the Patriots defender's hands there. And it's 4th and 9. So just showing rookie Garrett Wilson there looking very displeased with the throw there by Zach Wilson. So that's 4th and 9 now for the Jets, and we have another punt. Snap back, and the punt is up. Should be returnable for Marcus Jones here from his own 10-yard line. Steps out to the right. Managed to gain about 5 yards on the return. And so the Patriots will start from their own 15. So this half has started off very similar to the first half, with both offenses sort of struggling. The Patriots managed to work it obviously up into field goal range after good work from Damian Harris, but a missed Nick Folk 43-yard field goal meant they came away empty-handed before the New York Jets went 3 and out again. So as Jay Davis has said, Pat's playing scared. They need to nut up or they will lose. Yeah, well, I think it comes down to just poor quarterback play. I don't know. It's either that Mac Jones does not feel the confidence of stepping in and throwing the ball deeper, or the Patriots' offensive play calling just isn't calling those types of plays. It leaves that to obviously be decided. Is it the case of the team doesn't trust Mac to throw the ball deep, or is it Mac Jones deciding that he's not going to? But they do need to force the ball deeper because the Jets are just creeping closer and closer to the line, which is going to make it even harder to move the ball down the field during this game. Luckily for the Patriots is that Zach Wilson is struggling just as much on offense. And here we are with a 3-3 tied game. Just while we are also on this break, just like to promote as well our latest video that we released last night, focusing on the MVP race. Obviously, Mac Jones and Zach Wilson, spoilers, are not in the MVP race, but we take a look at the top 5 candidates for MVP so far this season. So make sure you please check that out. It's on our channel. The link is in the comments as well. So please, after the game is finished, please make sure that you check that video out. And if you haven't already, please make sure that you click that subscribe button. We have just gone over 200 subscribers this week. We're pushing with a lofty goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of the Super Bowl. All of your support really means so much to us. So please, if you can, click that like button and click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future live streams or any of our future videos.
And get your mum to do it as well.
So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. And Mac Jones starts from their own 15-yard line. Single back formation. It's a play action pass for Mac Jones. Plenty of time to throw. Good throw. Finally looked down deep. Jacoby Myers found space 15 yards deep out to the left. And a good throw and catch brings the Patriots a 1st down.
Hopefully that'll give them a bit of confidence.
They seem to have gained quite a lot, the Patriots, where they've used play action on 1st down with the New York Jets expecting the run. Might be something to keep an eye on for the rest of this game. So it's another play action, bootleg out to the right, finds Hunter Henry, 15 yards, 20-yard gain. Again, a fake tossed left, bootleg to the right, found a wide open Hunter Henry on the crossing route. And it's a 20-yard gain for the Patriots.
Go on, Bills.
So 1st and 10 for the Patriots from the New York Jets 45-yard line. Motion by Thornton out to the left. It's a toss play left to Ramondre Stevenson, looking for space. And it's a 2-yard gain. Looking to let his blocking open up in front of him. And manages to dive forward for about a 2-yard gain. Just bring up 2nd and 8. The Patriots up to the line. Looking to keep things moving quick. 2nd and 8 now.
I feel a pick.
Snap back to Jones. It's a handoff up the middle. And Ramondre Stevenson is met in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. So whatever Mac Jones saw there and changed to, it didn't work. That's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Patriots at 3rd and 10 now. They tried the delayed handoff on a draw play, and the Jets did not bite one bit. So here we go. 3rd and 10 now for the Patriots on the Jets' 45-yard line. Can they convert?
Don't hand it to.
Snap back to Jones. Under pressure, and he's brought down for another sack. That's the 5th time now Mac Jones has been sacked in this game.
You can't do that.
It seemed to be problems with the right tackle. Dear. Poor right tackle play there. By Kajus got completely pushed back into Mac Jones. Again, not Mac Jones' fault, that one. It brings up a punt for the Patriots from around halfway. The punt is up. It takes a good, decent bounce for the Patriots and stops on the 5-yard line of the Jets. So a good punt for the Patriots, who will look to see if they can contain the Jets and get decent field position on their next drive. But as poor as Mac Jones has played in this game, it's got to be said his offensive line has not helped him out. So we're back over to the Jets for their next possession, their 3rd possession in this half, looking to get something going. With Zach Wilson looking to see if he can make something happen, having not connected on throws during this half. And the Jets have really struggled to get anything going in this game on the ground as well. So the Patriots will be hoping, having down the ball on the 5-yard line of the Jets, to see if they can stop them there and get the ball back in decent field position on their next drive. So if you are watching this game, let us know in the comments now. How do you see this game playing out? Who do you see coming out on top? I mean, it's a who knows? It's a who knows at this minute. All I can see myself is this game finishing a one-score game, decided either by a last-second field goal, or it's going to be a turnover, interception, or fumble that's going to decide this game. But let us know in the comments what you see happening and who you see coming out with a win in this game. So as Jada says, they need a defensive touchdown. Yeah, I think that goes for both teams. I think that's spot on. I think the Patriots will be hoping that now they've pinned the Jets fairly deep in their own territory, that maybe they can force a mistake out of Zach Wilson here. Can they force an interception or a fumble? Or can they force a 3-and-out and a punt and get the ball in decent field position to start with on their next possession? The Jets will be hoping exactly the same. They'll be hoping that they can force a defensive turnover to score a touchdown, because you can't see a touchdown coming from anywhere else otherwise in this game. So here we go for the Jets, starting from their own 5-yard line. Just showing an interesting stat there. The Jets have got -4 yards in this quarter so far to the Patriots 91. Play action from Matt. He's scrambling around in his own end zone, Zach Wilson. And throws the ball away. Fake handoff. Scrambling around then in his own end zone, Zach Wilson, but managed to get the ball off out of bounds. He must have just been just about outside of the tackle box there, which should bring up 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10 now for the Jets from their own 5-yard line. The Patriots have out-timed of possession, the Jets, by 10 minutes, yet it's still 3-3. So 2nd and 10 for the Jets. It's a handoff left. Going nowhere, surely. He's done well. The running back has done well to get just back to the line of scrimmage there. Could have easily been a 3-yard loss, but there is a flag as well. Is this going to be against the Jets? If it is, that means it's going to be half the distance to the goal. It is against the Jets. The penalty's been declined, though, so the Patriots and Bill Belichick have declined the penalty, which will bring up 3rd and long from their own 5-yard line for the Jets. To be fair, the running back did extremely well to get back to the line of scrimmage. That could have very easily been the ball on their own 1 or 2 yard line. So 3rd and 10 now. Patriots crowd getting behind them. Is this the moment where we get a turnover in this game? Snap back to Wilson, looking to pass. Under pressure, sidearms the ball out to receiver who catches it, but it's only an 8-yard gain, so a good defensive stop for the Patriots, and they should get the ball in very good field position on the next drive. So that's the 3rd straight 3-and-out of this half. Oh, very close. Could very easily have been a penalty on the Patriots there. It was hands to the face of a Patriots defender to Zach Wilson there, but not called by the referees. Got away with one there, the Patriots. So it's going to be a punt from his own end zone. Gets the ball off. Marcus Jones receives it at the 40-yard line. Gains about a couple of yards before being brought down, but the Patriots in good starting field position to start the next drive. So can the Patriots go one further and get a touchdown on this drive? They've missed 2 field goals now through Nick Folk, a 44 and a 43-yard field goal. Dominating the time of possession, dominating in yards, but the score is still tied at 3 each. Play action pass from Mac Jones on first down. Short pass to Damian Harris. Breaks a tackle and gains 12 yards on the first play. I say it seems to be something the Patriots have brought in over the last couple of possessions on play action on first down, which seems to have the Jets biting. So a short pass on the hitch route to Damian Harris, and he gains 12 yards. Matt Jones completed his last 10 passes for 134 yards. So handoff to Damian Harris up the middle, and it's a 7-yard gain. So good run from Damian Harris there. Yeah, that stat is definitely deceiving for Mac Jones. Last 10 passes completed in a row, 134 yards. But the Patriots haven't got anything to show for it, really. So 2nd and 4 now for the Patriots on the Jets' 37-yard line. It's a handoff up the middle, but wow, Damian Harris is met as soon as he receives the ball from Mac Jones there. He barely got handed the ball and was met by the Jets defenders. And that's going to be a few yards lost on that play. Wow, Mosley came through completely unblocked, backed up by Williams. And Damian Harris never stood a chance. 3rd and 7 for the Patriots now. From the 40-yard line of the Jets. And they decided to hand it off to Ramondre Stevenson with a hell of a lot to do on 3rd and 7.
That seems crazy.
Wow, he managed to work his way up the middle and gain 5 yards. But it's going to bring up 4th and 3, and this is a very long field goal for Nick Folk if they decide to go for it.
Into the wind.
It's 4th and 3. Are they going to go for it? Maybe they decided that they're going to go for it. And that's why they handed the ball off. They were going to go for it on 4th down anyway, which they are. The Patriots offense has stayed out there on 4th and 3.
Needs some trickery.
So on the Jets' 37-yard line, snap back, hand off to Ramondre Stevenson. He's got a lot to do and he's dragged down. Nowhere near getting the first down. An excellent stop by the New York Jets defense. And that play never stood a chance.
What was he thinking? Bill's not calling this, is he?
This just proves that they do not have faith in Mac Jones throwing the ball. So it's a handoff sweep to the left for Ramondre Stevenson, trying to get blockers out in front. But the Jets snuff that straight out. No gain on the play, and it's a turnover on downs. Six seconds left in this quarter, and the Jets have the ball back on their own 36-yard line.
Salvatore makes a good point.
Quick pass out left, and again sailed by Zach Wilson to Denzel Mims. Mims looks at him and goes, "What was that?" The quarterback play in this game, even though Mac Jones has completed 10 passes in a row, Zach Wilson's, the quarterback play in this game. He sidearms it out, Zach Wilson, to the left and sails it too high for Mims on what should be a straightforward pass and catch. So 2nd and 10 for the Jets. It's a handoff to the left. He's played that well, Robinson. Well, Robinson had 2 defenders meet him as soon as he received the ball, managed to break out 2 tackles, but still lost 2 yards on the play. And that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. A 3-3 game. We're going to head into the 4th quarter in a 3-3 game in what has been very messy and had poor offensive and, it's got to be said, quarterback play in this one as well. So we've got Salvatore, thank you very much for joining us. While Jets offense is potent, they really scare you, huh? Obviously, I assume that's sarcasm in this one. But it's got to be said that the Patriots offense hasn't played much better. Dominated time of possession, dominated in yards, but not managed to punch it in for a touchdown. Scored only 1 field goal, missed 2 field goals. And you look back to that opportunity earlier in the game, even though Nick Folk did make that field goal, when the Patriots had the ball, 4th and 1 from the 6-yard line of the Jets, had they converted that and punched that in, this game looks slightly different. As it is, they went on to miss 2 field goals after that, and we have a 3-3 game. Corey's called it now. We're going to break that streak, Pats fan. It's anybody's guess. It really is anybody's guess in this one. It's going to be decided by a turnover. You can see a mistake coming from one of these two teams. Zach Wilson is struggling to throw the ball. Mac Jones is struggling for time or struggling to try and throw the ball himself. It's going to be a mistake. A defensive play is going to determine who wins this game. It's going to probably be won by a field goal. Sorry, all AFC teams are not making the playoffs. Buffalo and Miami are the 2 most talented teams. Jets and Pats will slowly play themselves out. Yeah, fair enough. I still think one of these 2 teams can get in. I think Bills and Dolphins will get into the playoffs. But then you've got a shootout, really, between the Jets, Patriots, Chargers, and the Bengals. So I have to see. The Patriots have got to play the Bengals as well. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out for the rest of this season. Obviously the Colts are beating the Eagles at the moment, so they could come out as well.
Judon!
And on 3rd and 12, Matthew Judon finally gets to Zach Wilson to bring him down to add to his sack total. And that's going to bring up 4th down for the Jets.
Spider-Man.
It seems to have been a long time coming, but Matthew Judon forces his way on a stunt up the middle, straight to Zach Wilson and brings him down. So the sack leader in the NFL, Matthew Judon, gets another one. Fourth and 41.
Quarterback sneak.
Oh, the Jets. That can't be right, surely. 4th and 41. There's no way they got sacked that deep. I think somebody at CBS has got that wrong. It will be a punt for the Jets. Referee's blowing the whistle. Things aren't set. It's 4th and 21, not 4th and 41. But the Jets are punting from their own 25-yard line. Opportunity for the Patriots potentially to get a good return. And the punt is up. Returnable from the own 30-yard line. Marcus Jones, there is a flag. Decent return, about a 10-yard return on that one, but there is a flag. Is that going to be against the Jets or the Patriots? So they put Bryant back there to return it. Risky. Let's see what the flag is. Referee's just having a talk about who the flag is against, where the ball's going to be spotted. It looks like a penalty against both teams, which should be offsetting, which means the punt's going to be taken again. Looks like offsetting penalties to me. So here we go. So it's offsetting penalties, illegal out of bounds and holding means the punt's going to be taken again.
The game of repeating punts.
So 4th and 21. So 4th and 21 for the Jets. Not happy seeing Miles Bryant back to return this kick. Here comes a fumble.
Ryan Jones.
And the punt is up. And it's a good punt out to the sideline, which means it wasn't able to be returned by Miles Bryant of the Patriots. And so the Patriots will start 1st and 10 deep inside their own territory. So we've got 1st and 10 now for the Patriots, hoping to see if they can get something going on this drive. Starting from their own 27-yard line. Will they use play action on this first play? No, they don't. They hand off to Stevenson up the middle, who managed to barrel his way forward for about a 4-yard gain. But there is a flag. This could be coming back for holding. There's a legal block in the back on Devontae Parker at wide receiver, who was nowhere near the play whatsoever. There's an injured Jets player down. That coming up 1st and 20 for the Patriots now as well. Silly penalty from Devontae Parker. So Jets players up. Michael Carter walking off the field under his own power, just clutching his shoulder slightly. So 1st and 20 for the Patriots now. Patriots, of course, dominated time of possession in this game, but only have 3 points to show after 2 missed field goals. They have 262 total yards compared to 93 for the Jets. Snap back to Jones. Loftus pass out left to Stevenson, breaks a tackle, works his way up, leaps over a defender, and gets very close to a 1st down. All Ramondre Stevenson yet again. What would the Patriots do if they did not have Ramondre Stevenson on this team? Great catch. Breaks out of a tackle down the sideline. Leaps over a defender. Oh, he does step out of bounds early. Before he leapt over the defender, he did step out of bounds. The referees don't seem to have noticed that, and so they've called it 2nd and 3. Snap back to Jones. Handoff up the middle to Ramondre Stevenson again, who barrels his way forward for a 1st down. He takes it up to the Patriots' 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Just under 13 minutes left in this game. Salvatore said, Jets are headed in the right direction, but a little more time and some more playmakers, and they can be a threat. I think the Jets are nearly there. I think they need a new quarterback. So 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
I think the Patriots are nearly there. They need a new quarterback.
Hand off to Stevenson again up the middle. That's going to be a 3-yard gain. So just about 2 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Patriots now. So 2nd and 8 for the Patriots. Clock is running down. It's a handoff again. Stevenson up the middle. Fights his way forward for, again, only a short 1 yard gain. Seems a bit predictable, these runs at the moment. That's going to be up 3rd and 7 that the Patriots now have to try and convert.
That's why the play action works so well.
So a big play for the Patriots here. 3rd and 7. Can they keep the drive alive? This half, the Patriots are 0 for 3 on 3rd down, and the Jets are 0 for 4 on 3rd down. So both teams really struggled at this point. We now have a Jets player that's just gone down injured. We're seen to by the medical staff. And so we're going to have a game break in this one. So it's a good opportunity now to see how the other games are going off in our early games as well. So we have a score fest between the Bears and the Falcons, tied at 24 each now. They obviously stolen all the points from our game.
That's what we should have been watching.
The Colts still lead the Philadelphia Eagles. The Colts lead 16-10 against the Philadelphia Eagles with only 4.5 minutes left in that game. Can the Colts pull off the shock? And can Jeff Saturday get to 2-0 as interim head coach? The Commanders have a 23-3 lead over the Houston Texans. The Saints have a commanding 27-17 lead over the LA Rams with just over 5 minutes left in that one. The Bills have extended their lead. They now lead 25-10 over the Cleveland Browns. Of course, again, that game being played in Detroit due to the severe weather conditions. The Ravens and Panthers are tied at 3 each. So if anybody is watching that game, let us know how similar it is compared to our game. We're just over 9 minutes left in that one. And the Lions lead 24-12 against the New York Jets as well. So that would be a surprise win if the Lions can pull that one off as well. So while we're on this game break, let us know, what do you think is going to happen in this game? Do you think, is a team going to score a touchdown? That's what we want you to let us know now. Do you think a team will score a touchdown in this game? Or is this game going to finish something like 6-3, 9-6, something like that? Let us know in the comments right now. Do you think a team is going to score a touchdown? And let us know, who do you think is going to come out on top in this one? Because it really is on the toss of a coin, this game. So here we go for the Patriots. 3rd and 7 from their own 43-yard line. Can they convert? Snap back to Jones. Scrambles out to the right. He's now got time. And his throw is incomplete to Myers. He had time out to the right. A low pass. Could he have potentially scrambled for the first down? And that's not something that I usually say. I mean, I think he scrambled too much. But I think he had the opportunity to scramble for the first down. That's going to be a fourth down now.
Should have just thrown it properly.
4th and 7, the punt team is out. And the punt is up again. Call for a fair catch by Berrios at the Jets' 18-yard line. So now in this half, Both teams have not converted a fourth down. Both 0 for 4 on third down in this half. That's the kind of game that we're watching in this one. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Jets on their own 18-yard line. It's just showing that Zach Wilson has completed 6 passes in this game. They've actually punted the ball 7 times. Oh, and it's a sack. It's a sack for the Patriots. Zach Wilson lets go of the ball and Godshaw picks it up. But was Zach Wilson down? Was Zach Wilson down? I think he was. The crowd are going wild, but I think Zach Wilson was down by contact. He seems fairly confident that he was.
Stadium's going mad.
Kyle Duggar around the left-hand side. Clear shot on Zach Wilson. He's comfortably down. Zach Wilson is comfortably down. This is not a fumble. Kyle Duggar rips the ball out once they're laid on the ground. Kyle Duggar came on the safety blitz from the left, completely unblocked, hitting Zach Wilson, but Zach Wilson going down, gets his knee and elbow down and shoulder before the ball comes out. But it'll bring up 2nd and 18 for the Jets now. Quick pass out left to Mims behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent tackle by Jonathan Jones. And Mims only gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 3rd and 18. And of course, in this half, neither team have converted a third down. Can the Jets do it here on 3rd and 18?
These 2 quarterbacks are idiots. The offenses are just crap.
So here we go. 3rd and 18. From their own 10-yard line, the Jets. Matthew Judon looks ready. It's a handoff. It's a safe play. It's a handoff up the middle. Gains 7 or 8 yards there. But it'll bring up 4th down, and the punt team will come out. Good stop for the Patriots. And they should, again, get the ball back in decent field position. But that is now another 3rd down, not converted. So we've had 9 third downs in this half, and none of them have been converted. The Jets have gone 5 straight 3-and-outs. So here we go. The punt is up. And whereabouts does that go out of bounds? It's working his way up. Still going, the referee. Still going. From about the 45-yard line for the Patriots. Good start in field position. Good start in field position. Matt Jones coming out. He's rubbing his arm or something. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. But good start in field position for the Patriots. There's still 3-3 in our game, of course.
I reckon Bill said to him, injure yourself on this next because I'm taking you off, but I don't want it to look obvious. So
just a little bit earlier, I said, are we going to get a touchdown this game? Are we going to get a team winning this game? Who's going to win this game? And so Jay Durr said, yes, I believe the Pats will score a touchdown. You've got much more faith than I have as a Pats fan. I can't see it. I can't see it at all. I mean, if this game, in my opinion, this game's going to be 1-9-6, I think. I think it's going to be 3 more field goals in this game. But we'll have to wait and see. I think the Patriots got good field position now. Can they work it into field goal range for Nick Foles to kick? But myself, I can't see a touchdown, but I appreciate your positivity. Andy said probably a pick 6. Don't know which team. Could go either way. Poor quarterback play from both teams. Zach Wilson has only completed 6 passes in this game. The Jets have punted more times in this game than Zach Wilson has completed passes. Yet, the Patriots who have moved the ball fairly well. Mac Jones has completed a lot of passes. His completion rate is very high, but they've not got the points to show for it. Only one field goal. Obviously, Nick Folk missed 2 field goals as well. We'll have to wait and see, can the Patriots finally take the lead on this possession? Just give you an update on the Colts and Eagles game. The Colts leading 16-10. The Eagles have the ball, 2 minutes left, 4th and 2 at the Indianapolis Colts 9-yard line. Needing a touchdown to take the lead in that one. Needing a touchdown to tie, first of all, extra point to take the lead in that one. What a shock win that would be if the Colts could hold on. Right, so the Patriots, 1st and 10 from the own 45-yard line. It's a play-action pass from Mac Jones under extreme pressure, and he must have lost about 10 yards. Wow. The Jets were not fooled by that play-action, sold out, and got to Mac Jones for a loss of about, it's got to be between 8 or 10 yards. So as I said, the play action had worked well on 1st down. They tried it again there, but the Jets were not falling for that one. They lost 11 yards on that play. It's going to bring 2nd and 21. So that excellent field position is now completely gone. Mac Jones throws a 2-yard pass behind the line of scrimmage to Jonnu Smith, who gains 3 yards.
This is ridiculous.
Again, Mac Jones not looking anywhere downfield. Has thrown a short 2-yard pass to Jonnu Smith behind the line of scrimmage, who manages to fight forward for about a 3-yard gain, who's going to bring up 3rd and long. Remember, we've had no 3rd down conversions in this half so far.
How many times has Jones been sacked now?
It's 3rd and 18 for the Patriots now. That had started in very good field position. Empty backfield for Jones. A short slant across the middle. Gains about 10 yards. Nowhere near the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, and the punt team come out again.
Jeez.
That is 0 for 10 on 3rd downs for combined between both teams in this half. The Patriots just are not being aggressive enough on offense. So the punt team is back out, punting from their own 47-yard line. Snap back to the punter. The punt is up. And it bounces into the end zone. So the Jets are going to start from their own 20-yard line. Looked like it was going to go out of bounds within the 5, but just goes into the end zone. So the Jets will start within from their own 20. So here we go for the Jets, starting from their own 20. Can they get something going? Can a team? So I said, can a team score a touchdown before the end of this game? Can a team convert a 3rd down before the end of this game in this half? So it's handoff to the left for the Jets, who get good space, actually. That's the first good run of this entire game for James Robinson, who gains about 5 yards on that 1st down run. Jay Durr is calling for bench Mac. Yep, I think I'm in total agreement. I know Andy probably will be as well.
Yeah.
So there's just no spark. There's no spark for this Patriots offense. I don't get it. 2nd down and 5 for the Jets, who run again. and gain a short 2-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down. But it's 3rd and short, this one. Can the Jets, where's your money at? Can the Jets convert a 3rd down?
Hey.
So here we go. Jets, 3rd and 3. We've had no 3rd down conversion in this second half. Can they do it? They're 2 for 11 in the game. Snap back to Zach Wilson. Plenty of time to throw. And I think has he completed it? He has completed it. We have a 1st down, guys. We have a 1st down. Finally. Only gains about 5 yards on the play, but the celebration all round on the catch. Did he catch it? Did the ball... Did he catch it? The Jets are quickly up to the line, snap the ball, hand it off, and lose 3 yards. I think the Jets were not sure whether he caught that or not. Quickly ran up to the line, handed the ball off, but lose 3 yards. Not sure whether he caught the pass, Garrett Wilson, on that previous play. But it's in the books now. Ooh, I don't think he caught that. I think he slides along the floor. It doesn't matter now. Look, replay showed that Garrett Wilson, the ball looked like it slid along the floor. It didn't look like he caught it, but the play's in the books now. 2nd and 13 for the Jets. And the Jets have called a timeout as the clock was ticking down.
My phone's gone. You're going to lose a deal.
So we've got 4 minutes and 22 seconds left in this game. Tied 3 each. It's 2nd and 13 for the Jets from their own 30-yard line. I'll just update you on the score. The Eagles have gone in and now taken the lead over the Colts. The Eagles now lead 17-16 over the Colts. There's 1 minute and 20 seconds left in that game. Can the Colts sneak a field goal and win that game and pull off the shock? So 2nd and 13 here from their own 30-yard line for the Jets. Snap back to Zach Wilson. It's play action pass. Time to pass. Lofted pass out to the left. Oh, and it's almost picked off by Kyle Duggar, but he just went out of bounds. Excellent coverage by Duggar. Strange lofted pass out to the left from Zach Wilson. Didn't really give his receiver the best opportunity. Kyle Duggar had excellent coverage. Bobbled it around and just couldn't bring it in bounds. Bobbled it around, Kyle Duggar. Eventually caught it, but out of bounds. It's 3rd and 13 for the Jets. Is this Zach Wilson turnover territory? Zach Wilson, minus 12 passing yards for this half. Snap back to Zach Wilson. And he's brought down on the sack, losing about 8 yards on the play. Dietrich Wise. That brings up 4th down for the Jets. The clock ticking just under 4 minutes, and the Patriots should, with a decent-ish return, get the ball in good field position. Dietrich Wise getting to Zach Wilson and bringing him down for a 7 or 8 yard loss. 4th and 19 for the Jets, now punting from their own 23-yard line. And the punt is up. And the ball seems to go out of bounds at the Patriots' 34-yard line. Now, can the Patriots find just enough offense to get into field goal range for Nick Folk to kick a field goal over? So 1st and 10 for the Patriots. 3 minutes and 22 seconds left in this game. 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Mac Jones steps back to pass. Finds Jacoby Myers out to the right for about an 8-yard gain. Steps out of bounds and stops the clock. Mac Jones, 23 for 27 in this game, 246 yards. If you'd have watched this game, you wouldn't have thought so. Mac Jones, a sneak up the middle, try and catch the Jets unaware, close to a 1st down. So on 2nd and 2, Mac Jones thought he saw the gap, dives forward. I don't think he's made it. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Patriots. So he didn't even get it. He didn't even get it when he had the wide open 1st down. 3rd and 1. Does he try the sneak again? The Jets defense are pinched in. It's a handoff to Stevenson, who's met in the backfield. You've got to put that on Mac Jones. You've got to put that on Mac Jones for trying to sneak it on 2nd down and not getting it. The Patriots fans looking bewildered. You could tell the Jets knew what was coming up the middle on that play.
Yeah, because
completely
anyway, so why?
Completely pinched up the middle, the Jets. And that's going to be 4th and 3, and that's going to be a punt for the Patriots now. And that brings up the 2-minute warning. No team, neither team wants to win this game, it seems.
This is
the worst thing, the thing that could make this game even worse, that it's going to go to overtime. That's the potential. That's the potential this game could actually get extended into overtime at this rate. Yeah, as Jada said, freezing their butts off watching this crap. Yeah, that's they just don't know what to think of this minute, the Patriots fans. Hard to get behind your team when they're making dumb decisions like Mac Jones has just done there. His decision, to be fair, the decision to do what he did was correct. But if you're going to do that, when you've got that wide open space, you've got to dive forward for the 1st down. You've got to make that 2 yards. You can't go down after 1 yard and then get touched.
Too scared.
And then all that did then is put pressure on the 3rd and 1, made the Jets pinch the line, and obviously the Patriots were going to either sneak or hand the ball off to Stevenson up the middle. They don't do what other teams do. They don't dare throw the ball on 3rd and 1. They're not the Chiefs. They're not the Bills. They then bootleg Mac Jones out wide or do a jet sweep or anything like that. They'll hand the ball off up the middle and get stuffed, which is exactly what happened.
It's frustrating. The statistics don't show how shit Mac is.
So just while we're at the 2-minute warning, let's have a look at the rest of the games in our early games window. The Falcons have come back and taken the lead against the Bears. They now lead 27-24 in that game with just over a minute left. The Eagles look like they're going to hang on to the win, 17-16 against the Colts. So the Colts have led that game pretty much from the beginning. After a late touchdown for the Eagles, it looks like they're going to win that game. They've got the ball with only 30 seconds left, the Eagles. The Texans have lost to the Commanders 23-10. The Saints have defeated the Rams 27-20. The Bills lead 28-16 against the Browns. The Ravens lead 13-3 against the Panthers. And the Lions lead 31-18 against the Giants. So here we go. So we've got a punt for the Patriots. Surprise, surprise. 4th and 3 from their own 40-yard line. And the punt is up for the Patriots. It wasn't a great punt, to be honest. Fumbled by Berrios. Luckily, it bounced out of bounds at the Jets' 20-yard line. So Berrios was lucky there. Just Matthew Slater, the gunner, sort of jumped in front of him and put him off. He fumbled the ball, but luckily the ball rolled out of bounds for the Jets there. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Jets. And they go down the field to score on this drive. Snap back to Wilson. Plenty of time to throw. Sidearms it. Out of bounds.
Oh,
there you go. Record. So out of bounds on that play. 2nd and 10 now for the Jets. Zach Wilson sidearming it, floating it too high for the receiver who landed out of bounds after catching the ball. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Jets from their own 20-yard line. So here we go, 2nd and 10. Zach Wilson drops back. Is it intercept? Oh, that was the moment. That was the moment that was almost an interception. Jonathan Jones dived in front of the receiver, saw the play perfectly, but was unable to bring it in. Zach Wilson looking for the out, didn't get enough zip on it. Well read by Jonathan Jones, but unable to bring in the ball on the dive. That would have been the game. That was the turnover that would have won the game. 3rd and 10 now for the Jets from their own 20-yard line. Can the Patriots get the stop?
It's the record for the number of punts in a game.
Snap back to Zach Wilson. Under pressure, and he goes down for a 5-yard sack. Mac Wilson. Up the middle. There is a flag as well. I think that's going to be holding on the Jets. It looked like Matthew Judon was getting held to me. But the Jets are staying out there. Big penalty call, this one. Does it extend the Jets' drive? It looks like they're calling holding on the Patriots. They've called holding on Jonathan Jones of the Patriots. It will be a 1st down for the Jets.
Ridiculous.
What an opportunity. What a lifeline for the Jets. Jonathan Jones, who should have had the interception on the previous play, has now got a call for holding. Oh, what a silly move by Jonathan Jones. It's 1st and 10 for the New York Jets on their own 25-yard line. Gives them a chance. Handoff, sweep left. It's a good run as well for 8 yards. The clock is still ticking. There's 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this game. 2nd and 2. Can the Jets work into field goal range? Second and 2 for the Jets. It's a handoff again up the middle. And he's brought down for about a yard gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. The clock ticks under 1 minute. 3rd and 1. Belichick debating whether to call a timeout here and stop the clock, but then you're potentially giving the Jets more time. Jets in 3rd and 1 on their own 34-yard line. 35 seconds on the clock. They're letting the clock drip as well. And the Jets call a timeout with 32 seconds left. 32 seconds left on the clock. The Jets have 1 timeout remaining. The ball on their own 34-yard line. Corey, the Jets fan, says, can we end this game in a draw? Yes, it sounds a bit like the Black Knight from Monty Python, doesn't it? We'll call it a draw. I think they're both feeling like the Black Knight at the moment. the possibility is this game is going to overtime,
Jesus.
especially if the Patriots stop the Jets on this play. If the Patriots stop the Jets on this play, this game's going to overtime. Of course, I'll say I can't take it anymore yet. I think we all feel the same at this point. Snap back to Zach Wilson on 3rd and 1. Fired out wide. And it's a loss of 2 yards on the play. Well snuffed out by Kyle Duggar. 25 seconds on the clock. I think the Patriots have called a timeout. Patriots being a bit aggressive here. Maybe looking for the punt block. Bailey Zappi's got his coat off. Maybe they're sending him in. Maybe they're sending Zappi in. So here we go. 4th and 3. It's the Jets that are going to punt.
Watch for trick play.
4th and 3 from their own 33-yard line.
10th punt of the day. Jeez.
And the punt is up. Marcus Jones is returnable. He's up the sideline. He's up the sideline. He's still going. He's only got the punter to beat. He's going. He's going. He's going. He's gone. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown for the Patriots with 5 seconds left. They do not need Mac Jones. Forget Mac Jones. They do not need him. Marcus Jones instead. Marcus Jones found the seam on the sideline. Only had the punter to beats him. And that is a Patriots touchdown. Oh, what a killer for the New York Jets at the end there.
Are you impartial?
Oh, wow.
Very impartial.
It's the only way that this game was going to go is that something like that was going to happen, a turnover or a special teams play, and we do have a touchdown, and it is the Patriots that take the lead with only 5 seconds left in this game. Wow.
And Mac hasn't redeemed himself at all.
And the point after has gone through as well. So the Patriots now lead 10-3. And better than anything, that return has saved us from potentially should have, barring a miracle for the Jets, it saved us from the torment of overtime in this game. Thank you very much, Marcus Jones. And there you go, Jada, I was right. He called the touchdown. He called it for the Patriots. Well, I didn't see that coming, but that's what they needed because they trying to put the game into Mac Jones's hands. No, Marcus Jones. That's who took the game away from the Jets at the end there. Yeah, I'm sorry, Corey. Yeah, with this game, it could have gone absolutely could have gone either way. Poor quarterback play from both teams, poor offense from both teams. And it was always going to take a special teams or defensive play that's going to separate these two.
What a shit game.
So here we go. 10-3 to the Patriots. Just about to kick off back to the Jets, but there's only 5 seconds on the clock. And it looks like the Patriots are going to extend their streak over the Jets to 14 consecutive games, 14 consecutive wins over the New York Jets, which is an NFL record. That is, unless the Jets can muster up something very special on this kick return or on offense if they get the opportunity. So here we go. Nick Folk is about to kick off for the Patriots. The Jets have 2 returners. It's a short kick by Nick Folk. Bounces on the 20. The Jets returner doesn't know what to do. Can he get out of bounds with any time left? The clock is at 0. What do the referees say? The referees have called it.
They're fed up as well.
The Jets returner didn't take a knee after getting the ball, which meant the clock was still running. And the Patriots have got the win out of this one. What a scrappy, messy game that's been won by one moment of brilliance by rookie Marcus Jones for the Patriots on the punt return in the dying seconds of the game.
It was good the way he was directing the blocking. That was good.
So that means that the Patriots now overtake the New York Jets, who now slip to bottom of the AFC East division. The New England Patriots now move up to 3rd place at 6-4. The Bills have won today, so they will go to 7-3, along with the Miami Dolphins. So only one game separates all 4 teams in the AFC East division now. What a tight division. Surely those divisional games that have got to play against each other now will determine who makes it through to the playoffs. But it leaves amazing matchups left to be played in this one. So Jada said, wonder if the Jets fans are rooting against them scoring here, then it's over, finally. Well, I think the returner there had enough himself, because if he'd have just taken a knee, the Jets might have been able to work something magic. Obviously, I've still got terrible flashbacks from the Miami Miracle from years ago where Gronk did not have the angle. But unfortunately for the Jets, he did take the rest of the clock, and that was the defeat for the Jets in what was a very poor, messy game between both teams in this one. Neither team were able to get the ball really moving on offense. Only 1 third down converted out of 12 in the second half. Statistically, if you weren't watching this game, Mac Jones and the Patriots offense look like they've moved the ball well, and Mac Jones will have come out with a very high completion rate in this one. That doesn't tell the story. Mac Jones was unwilling on 95% of his passes to throw farther than 5 yards. Zach Wilson is the big problem in New York. They need a new quarterback. Bill Belichick has got Zach Wilson's number. And while Zach Wilson is the quarterback of the New York Jets, you can see them still continuing to suffer against the Patriots, and Patriots continuing that great streak that is now up to 14 consecutive wins against the New York Jets. I just want to give a special shout out to Corey, who has joined us throughout this game, Jets fan. Thank you very much for joining us. Commiserations. It could have absolutely gone either way in this one. But that's just obviously how the games goes. Best of luck for the rest of the season, and we'll see how it plays out in this mad AFC East division this season. And Jada, thank you very much again yourself for joining us during this game. Thanks for entertainment. Have a great day all. You too, thank you so much for joining us as well. Make sure you join us next time for one of our live streams. Thank you for all of your conversations as well. So all that's left to be said by us is thank you very much for joining us, everybody, from this for this live stream of the New England Patriots against the New York Jets. If you haven't already, make sure you watch our latest video released yesterday, focused on the MVP race this season. So who are going to be the candidates? We look at the top 5 candidates for MVP. So check that video out. It's on our channel. It's also linked in the comments as well. So please make sure you check that out now. And if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our future live streams and also videos from our daily NFL content. thank you very much from me. Thank you very much for Corey as well. And we will see you next time.